Say out of frustration, right? I tell you what, though, fam, from this point on, I will never, ever again, it could be 3 years from now, it could be 4 years from now, 5, I will never again look at a possible win in Seattle. Maybe at home. And you know what? As long as Russell Wilson still plays in Seattle, there's something, he still carries whatever the disease is. It goes back to 2012, right? 2013, 2012. Whatever that disease is, he still carries the potency of that particular situation, right? Because they're never going to beat him in the clink, fam. They're not going to do it. That 2019 thing, that was a freak accident. That was luck. And remember, it took a freak play to win that game. I was laughing at Detroit. I was laughing at the Vikings today losing to Detroit. I don't know what's more funny. Vikings probably laughing about us, too. Yeah. Hey, you guys, man. Hey, that team, didn't the Packers just shut them out and score nothing points? They lost to WFT last week. You guys, man, if you lose to that team, then what do you got nothing to say. We lost to them. We found a friggin' way to lose to them. And yeah, the refs did piss me off, but the 49ers did too. So you know what? I still know what to say. That's all I do have to say on that. So I'm gonna put on my cans because I'm sick of this with the goddamn. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. You got to find a way to go in there. Just find a way. Find a way. Yeah, Jimmy threw INTs. But you know what? He wasn't the only one out there causing that loss. If it was only his 2 INTs on the day, we would have been fine. But no. We got a comedy of errors going on and on throughout the ranks. Oh, damn it. Unnecessary loss. God. Whew. Oh, T-Flow.
Yo, what up, Ronbo?
Another loss, another unnecessary, stupid, strange loss, T-Flow. You know, we're going to keep it short and sweet. T-Flow, I ain't got nothing else to say. Tell them how you feel about this.
Man, you know what? Well, I wasn't guaranteed we were going to win because we haven't won in Seattle. Like, they own us. Basically, they own us like the way we own the Rams. Mm-hmm. The one that pissed me off was you're in goal line. We don't have a running game, but we do have a running quarterback where basically when he's in the goal line, he scores touchdowns. Why wouldn't he want to put in Trey Lance in? That's what pissed me off the most. And then he goes and uses a 4th down and 1. He does a quarterback keeper to Jimmy Garoppolo. You thought that he was a lead blocker. We have a running back who does this. Why is he not giving it to Trey Lance? Is it because that he's afraid that when we go back to Santa Clara, the fans are going to be yelling, "We want Trey"? Because what he's calling does not make any sense. We have a running quarterback. We don't have a running game. The Seattle defense cannot contain a running quarterback, but then again, you don't want to use them. That's what just boggles me. And as for the play calls, we know what's going to happen. Like I said a while ago, I think the league has it out for us. I don't know what it is. Like, they don't like the 49ers or something because they do call bad plays against the Niners, and that's what pisses me off. But just like everybody else, we got to learn how to get used to it. And as of right now, the play calls, like, we all knew our run game was not going to be the same because we got injured. And it just does not make any sense that when it comes to if we don't have a running game, Jimmy G cannot get us into passing. You know, everybody knows he throws up the middle. When he throws to the outsides, they're wide open. Why is he calling more outside the hashes? It just does not make any sense. Where still pisses me off to this day is we have a running quarterback, and we couldn't use Trey Lance in the red zone, in the goal line. 4 yards. We couldn't get 4 yards with Trey Lance. Our run game was abysmal, but then again, you want to see if Jimmy can do it, where we have a running quarterback who can run and pass. And I just don't get why they didn't do it. They didn't incorporate Trey Lance in.
Well, I imagine if Elijah Mitchell can't make it, Trey probably can't either. I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of things. We could do a naked bootleg. Everybody knows if we do a naked bootleg, that's like a 90. It's like in the 90%. No one's gonna cover that naked bootleg. Where we could do read options, we could do a lot of stuff that goes with Trey Lance. We can use him as for a run pass offense. He looks like he's running, but he can dump it off. There's a lot of things. And Jimmy, we all know Jimmy's a statue in the pocket. In the pocket, he's not gonna give no. I don't know why they didn't even call no rollouts during that little session in the goal line.
There's
a lot of things that
we're gonna run out of time, Deebo. But you know what? If the ref calls, I mean, I'm looking at my wide receiver in the end zone being held, hugged, squeezed. I think he kissed Sherfield at the same time. No call.
Oh, yeah.
That ball,
No, he did.
Sherfield was open. That's a touchdown. We're tied up. We got to go, though, fam. Let me see you tomorrow. And see what I know there's going to be something written up on this. It's crazy. All right. We'll see you tomorrow, T-Flow. Oh, God. And, hey, Fox.
Hey, Ronbo. How are you doing, man?
Terrible. Fox, I haven't talked to you in, like, what, 3 years?
After that.
Oh,
it hasn't been that long, but this is me, Ronbo. It's always me. Good to be with you. I know you don't have a heck of a lot of time, and I know we're all reeling from this loss. I have a few things. For the fans on here that don't know me, I'm an objective 49ers fan, very objective, but I have a problem. I don't play the referee thing, but Ronbo, this game, I want a full investigation, okay? I want the FBI. I want all of them in there invested. What was with the ref? There were a few calls. There was a face mask that just gets called on the safety. That was hands to the face. Jimmy couldn't get the ball away. That to me, that's hands to the face. I didn't have a lot of time to go back and rewatch this yet, obviously, but I know tomorrow everyone's going to dissect it.
Wait to see the one with Elijah Mitchell getting that elbow. Remember now Elijah Mitchell was laying on the field hurt? You know what that came from? The guy took an elbowed him in the head. Elbowed him.
That's a hit to the head. That's forcible contact to the head. I mean, Ronbo, it's textbook. You don't have to be a ref to know that that's forcible contact to the head. Pass interference on third down at the goal line. I mean, and then there was one more on the top of my head that I'm blanking on. And then there were a few more that I don't even have time to bring up. But yeah, no, I don't play the ref thing. It usually goes both ways. But this was so one-sided that honestly, it's a little bit suspect. I mean, I'm not, I'm joking about the investigation, but seriously, to me, it was a lith bit suspect.
Every time we play there,
and on the Trey Lance
every
thing,
time we play there, and today it hit a new high.
I'm with you 100%, and I'm not usually, I don't usually go that route, but honestly, today there was just too much.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't just coincidental. It was a pattern. And it was a weird pattern to me. It was just a weird pattern, okay? And I like to say I'm an objective Niners fan. Maybe my heart is in this a little bit, and I'm like, the ref. But to me, there was some. It was a little bit sus. Your previous caller hit on Trey Lance, and I sort of agreed. There was some times I wanted a Trey Lance package. I think this is more about keeping Trey Lance safe and healthy. I don't think it's so much about Kyle hearing the noise and wanting fans to bench Jimmy. I don't really think he's going to be pressured that way.
No.
I think this is more about keeping your 21-year-old rookie quarterback safe. There were a few times here I thought maybe on fourth down, if we were a little bit closer, Trey Lance package. But I don't think it's about fans at Levi's talking about benching Jimmy G. I mean, I was just at Levi's Stadium. There wasn't really that much of an outcry. And I just don't think Kyle would.
Right, there you go, right there.
Be worried about that pressure. Anyway.
You know, Kyle's not going to respond to that. That's
no, Kyle Shanahan's just not that type. Yeah, he's not going to bend to that kind of. He's not going to make a decision based on what fans want in Levi's Stadium. So, and not when it comes to the health of his 21-year-old rookie quarterback, who he wants to develop and keep safe and healthy. He had a scare against the Cardinals a few weeks ago.
And also, Fox, we got to go. But up until this game, that was not something we struggled with. Do you know the 49ers are one of the best teams in the league in the red zone? Yet today, the offensive line couldn't move. They could not move him 1 inch. You know Elijah Mitchell's supposed to score on one of those drives. They couldn't move it.
Yeah.
And also we made the Hawks defense look like one of the best defenses in the NFL. I said, come on, guys. You know what? I understand everything else we're doing wrong, but you guys can't move those guys even a little bit? So, it's just a strange game.
I agree, though. It's a tough one. and it's a tough one. And those division games always get crazy. You just talked. Great observation by you. You know, the Lions beating the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings aren't a great team, but it's just one of those things. Missing Deebo today was huge, but we can't be so reliant on one player.
All right, Fox,
That's where I'm at. I'm right there with you.
Good to hear from you again, Fox. And if you got time for us tomorrow, we'll be back.
Good to be back.
Good to hear you.
Good to be back, my friend. And hopefully
Fox.
next time it'll be under better circumstances. Better circumstances
I
after
wish.
a nice victory.
Yeah.
All
right,
I'll talk to you again, Ronbo. Have a great show.
Night, Fox. So, and Christopher Angler also believes it's time to develop Lance. Enough said. Love, fame, stay strong. We have now for a long time. Love. Yeah, all right. Thanks for the contribution. Nextly, he wants his young quarterback safe. WTF you talking about? I know. Especially, you know what? I don't know. You never know what Shanahan's thinking about anything. As I said earlier in the game, I noticed when they went out toward the hash mark, there's less traffic out there, right? So Kyle, instead of running that shot down the middle of the field all the time, maybe do that every now and then just to throw him up. Nigel, hey, Nigel.
Ronbo.
Ooh.
Hey, man. Here we go. Oh, man, this game was crazy, man. You know, of course, like everybody else is saying, refs, they hosed this, man, big time. But we screwed ourselves up, Ronbo, on the special teams, offense. But, you know, our defense, man, they were trying, man. They were trying their hardest, and I commend them for that.
Mosley leaving, we didn't know how good Mosley was until he left. My God.
No, I've always felt like he was underrated by our fans a lot because
the dude's
we've
good.
been calling for a corner and stuff, and he was really good even when we went to the Super Bowl that year. He was holding his own, and yeah, he's really good. But yeah, the defense did great. If I can pull anything positive out of this, the defense is. I think the defense has been the most consistent out of all the teams, special teams and offense included. But yeah, defense has been the most consistent, and I'm glad they gave us a chance. And oh man, it's just like we just couldn't finish at the end. And the refs calling all kinds of bogus plays. That was crazy, Ronbo.
Worse, they weren't calling plays. They were turning a blind eye to clear infractions. We didn't notice. He's holding, ref. The man almost ripped his toes off him. That's holding. No, we don't.
Yeah.
We didn't say anything. Okay.
Then they call that bogus play against Tomlinson, like holding. I was like, what? That was not holding.
Oh,
he
Nigel,
barely grabbed the dude's jersey.
Right, compare that to the jersey grab with Russell Wilson throwing a touchdown. That's not holding, ref, but that's holding against Tomlinson? You son of a...
That was crazy. And then they called that block to the back on Sherfield, which was... I was like, man, it felt like the Super Bowl all over again. It was like, what is going on here? In the last minutes when we're... Like, you know, it's like, I can understand if they weren't calling plays consistently. Like,
then don't call them on either side. That's what all I ever wanted.
Like,
if you're not going to call them on them, then don't
really
call them on us. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then we're over there fumbling on freaking kick returns. And, oh, man, of course the interceptions. But, yeah, it's a frustrating one, Ronbo. We're going to have to move past it, though, real fast because they can't. We can't dwell on this because if we want to go to the playoffs, we have to go forward.
There's a log jam at 6-6 between three teams now.
Yeah, and yeah, the Minnesota Vikings are I don't know. Wouldn't want to be their fan base.
The 49ers. There's one other.
Yeah, so I think we have to move past this and it's just one of those things where it's a division rival, and unfortunately. It's like they have our number, just like we have the Rams, like what everybody's been saying already. And it is what it is, you know. So if we make the playoffs, well, you know what? Let them have the wins. They're going to be
But we actually beat the Rams.
I'm sorry.
We actually beat the Rams.
Yeah.
It's a game where we actually win.
True.
The refs don't take a big part of it. The refs did everything they could today to make sure that the 49ers don't get away with nothing. Hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna go.
True.
I'm gonna see tomorrow if you got time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, have a good rest of your night. Let's move forward. Go Niners.
Yeah.
Have a good one, man.
All right, fam. Z, the doc. We was too late when we were supposed to get you a link, but Z, I know you got some things to say about this game. What are you thinking?
First thing first, the dark one is here.
Here.
Very disappointed right now because all the notes I took was all about them penalties, man. Them penalties we was getting, we was dishing out those uncalled for, man. Uncalled for.
Yeah, we did.
And
we shot
ourselves in the foot. Yeah, yes, we did. We shot ourselves in the foot. 2 interceptions, and penalties, and the refs was doing some bullshit too. So I'm
forget,
mad.
Don't forget about the fumble on the 5, 10, 15-yard line. Every time we fumble, it's always on a kickoff. You notice our running backs never drop the ball no more? When we fumble, we always do it in a critical situation where it is imperative you don't fumble that ball coming out of that end zone. We do it all the time. Whenever we do it, it's right there. Easy walk-in touchdown for the other team. Damn it!
But I did tell you them backups was doing their thing. They was balling.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. The second stringers, even Dante Johnson came in and did a fairly good job.
They was doing their thing, man. And I just want to give a shout out to that defense for trying their best and hold it down. But there was plays that wasn't called for us. There was plays that was called on us. That face mask in the end zone for the safety. What else? There's a lot of things I see that just was unacceptable for them not to even call out.
They don't care. Hey, the refs don't care. When you go to Seattle, all bets are. I will never, ever again expect the 49ers to win. You know what? From now on, we played it. When I look at the schedule, okay, that's a loss. Clink, hell yeah, it's a loss. And ain't no guarantee we're gonna win in San Francisco. So it's just weird. It's gone to the point now, Z. If the refs are gonna do these things, I don't know why we can't complain to the commission and say, listen, you see the things that are going on here? How many calls you see here weren't made? But look at how many calls they made on the 49ers. They made every last call. But on them, no, nothing. You saw the call that we could have tied the game up with, right? He's all over Sherfield, Z. He's holding him. Sherfield's spinning around, trying to understand. Look at it. What? Rep. Whoa. And no. Jimmy throws the ball, of course, and he's right there. No call.
See, we got to take moments like this to make us stronger, to not rely, to not to allow the game to go into the ref's hand. We have to blow this out.
You're right.
We left it. It's like when you boxing or when you doing mixed martial arts. Do not leave the score in the judge's hands.
Yes.
We were supposed to dominate. We didn't, and look what happened to us.
Lost.
But anyway, man, I know you got things to do. You got other people to get to. I'm just telling you this now. I'm making my way to Cincinnati next week.
All right. We're going to see you there. All right. Should be a good game. They got to go. If they're not playing anywhere but the Clink, it looks like they're a pretty good team. If playing in the Clink, Deebo may be back next week. Maybe we'll look like the 49ers used to look before this week. All right, fam.
That's the game I was scared that that's the game we should lose, not this one. You know what I'm saying?
I know. All right, Z. We go, fam. I'm going to see you tomorrow. All right. Have a great night.
Doc went out.
Yeah, Doc was out. Mr. Block, hey, look, I'm about to get ready for work tomorrow, Ronbo. One love. This game pissed me off. We lost this game. Seattle didn't win it. Contribution to you. Thanks, fam. Oh, that's the gospel truth, too. 49ers did everything they could with the help of the refs to make sure that those guys won. Fly guy. Fly guy.
Ronbo.
Hey.
Ronbo.
Fly guy. We're sitting up here looking at this game like WTF.
Man, it's crazy.
Makes no sense. We made the Seahawks we made them look like a contender.
The best thing you said today was Jimmy G needs to start yelling at Shanahan instead of Shanahan yelling at Jimmy G.
No. It'd be funny, too. Coach, I don't want to throw that play. You seen what happened last time. Let me find another route, please. God.
There's always that one guy. If it's not Deebo, it's Kittle. Like, there's other players open. Like, spread the ball. Like, outside the numbers. Running back screen. We're not doing none of those.
Didn't miss
We can't
anything
blame the
out.
ref.
Didn't miss anything outside the number. I mean, but they made two
Yeah, we
throws
didn't
out
hit-
there. Oh, Jordan,
And we-
the one to
and-
Juice. Juice would have kept running. He would have got that. I don't know. It's just strange.
We never hit any running back screen. We didn't do none of those.
Nope.
It's always a cross in the middle. Jimmy G throw the ball in the middle. When you keep
And that
doing
requires
that,
perfect timing on every shot. You mess up, and you
Yeah.
got that mistake. Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. But what I said, remember last year I told you, right? I'm like, every call should be reviewed. It should be reviewed in the booth. And the NFL did do it this year. But they need to go further because now they're reviewing every touchdown and every like catches and stuff like that. But they need to review every penalty because those holding they was calling on us, like, I mean, not the holding the personal foul. That was like under half a second. Like, how you gonna know what Houston gonna do? How you gonna call that? As
That's
a,
the call. I forgot.
personal
You're
foul.
right.
Yeah,
I'm
Come
a
on,
half a
man.
foot away. What am I supposed to hit the brake? What am I going to do, ref?
Yeah, hit the
Tell me
brake.
what I need to do.
I'm-
I'd been all in open. I'd have got kicked out of the game because I'd have been all up in the ref's face. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. What was that? What would you have done? I'm 5 inches away. How am I going to put the brake on?
No.
How?
That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm supposed to know what Wilson is going to do? Throw it or run it? I don't know. So I tackle him. So those calls need to be reviewed in the booth automatically. Because we in a new age where technology can do it under 15 seconds. Like, boom. Every four ref in the booth, everybody got an angle, and everybody vote right away, and then overturn the call. If they need to do that, the ref are making money off the game, I believe.
I really do think they bet
They
on these
did it.
games. I really do.
Yeah, they did a lot of bad call against us, but the holding in the end zone, they like pretend like, oh, we didn't see that. You know what I mean?
They
Like,
couldn't see that.
come on,
They couldn't see
man,
that.
that was like crazy.
And everybody could see it. I mean, I can't wait to watch that one over again. No, I'm not going to watch that again. It'll make me mad as hell again. Oh my God.
Yeah, but we cannot blame Jimmy G on this one because just like you said, Ronbo, if your boss telling you do it this way and you don't do it that way, you bench.
Yeah. Or cussed
How
out.
do we know it's not Kyle that's telling him Kiro's gonna cross the middle, he's gonna be open, throw it there? You know what I mean? We don't know that.
He definitely. You know what? That's the thing. It worked last week, and Kyle got all excited because remember that timing route that Aiyuk made? It was perfect, right? Ball got there, Aiyuk arrived there at the same time. Perfect. That doesn't work all the time. You don't have to keep doing that constantly. Roll it around. Stop working in the middle of the field all day. Oh, it's
And
just,
when we gonna take a shot down? When we gonna take a shot down the field?
he took one, and it resulted in a
When?
touchdown. See? The one shot that you had to field resulted in a touchdown. Kyle, you could do that every. Okay, T-Flo, we gotta go, fam. It's short after the game. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. All right,
yeah.
fam. Have a good night. Ah, man. Sino.
It's a sad night, man. What's going on with you?
Oh, just looking at this ridiculous loss, uncalled for, unnecessary loss. Now we're 6-6, and we're supposed to be 7-5. It's just such a strange game. I hate playing there. God, I hate playing in that place. Everything is always going to go wrong.
Hey, does it look like that we're kind of out of sync when Deebo's not around? Is that me, or do you see that too?
Completely, right? But George took up a little bit of the Deebo stuff, but Deebo would have added more. But still, I don't know. What? Lost it. Damn.
Hey, we can guarantee two things. Jimmy G's going to throw an interception at least one time,
Yeah.
and Robbie Gould's going to miss a field goal.
Yeah.
That's the
That's gotta
only
be-
no. I
those are
don't
givens
expect
now.
this man to throw. I don't expect this man to throw two interceptions, though. No, not against the Hawks.
Well, he did. One didn't cause any damage, but the other one did. So, when I look at the Hawks scoring 30 points, I'm trying to understand, They've not scored 30 points on anybody. I don't think that's happened this year. Why us? How does it happen on us?
The only thing we can do right now is just go ahead and focus on these Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, I saw them play a little bit today. They don't look that threatening. I mean, I don't know, but Burrow got a hurt pinky, so he
finger.
shouldn't be
Yeah, I
that
saw
much
that.
of a threat.
Cleveland, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Who else is in that division? One other team, right? Anyway,
Baltimore.
Are the Ravens, yeah. Otherwise, the Bengals, Cleveland is a strange team, kind of like the 49ers. Cincinnati, yeah, and the Steelers are not the Steelers anymore. So you know what? That's a little easier work over there than it is. They might not be ready for the 49ers as mad as it's going to be next week. So we'll see.
No, we'll go ahead and bounce back next week, man. Everything will be starting. Hey, I think the schedule is somewhat easier after tonight.
It was supposed to be easy today, Cino. This was the easy game, not next week. Oh, Niners. Jesus. This was the one to win. And then cruise, if it's possible, the rest of the way. No. They found a way to lose it. Anyway. Good. Wilson beat us with a hurt finger. See, that's when you know ownership is in full effect. All right, you get a clink, his finger's hurting. All right, still throws for nearly 300 yards and whoops that butt.
Yeah, man. Just go ahead and let Jimmy G go ahead and protect the ball, man. Come on, not 2 interceptions, not a fumble from anybody else.
Well, that's the way it
We'll
rolls.
get it figured out by next week.
Yeah, maybe. All right, fam. Tell you what, I'm looking for you tomorrow. All right. All right, see you now.
Take it easy.
Yeah, I'll try. Hey. Oh, Omar. Yeah, I got your point. It's all Jimmy's fault. Thank you, Omar. Emilio.
Yeah.
Well, Emilio, it's like back in the old days, good old days, when we knew we was going to lose to the Hawks.
No, Ronbo, this is not the old days. Stop it. It's not the old days. Let it go.
No, they still own us.
The
They still
49ers
own
are
us.
crappy.
They still own us.
Well, no, not necessarily. This is everybody keeps. I hear people say Trey. Okay, let's bring up this Trey situation right quick. Trey's not finna come into this game, into this season, no more. No matter what happens, the only way he comes in, Jimmy gets hurt, or we're not getting in the playoffs. So people stop asking for Trey. Shanahan already said it. He done said it more than once. He cannot run 2-quarterback system. It's not gonna happen. Stop asking for Trey. Stop bringing up Trey. Unless Jimmy gets hurt, he's going in the game. And in over done and deal. Stop asking for Trey. Who lost this game was Jimmy. Two understated interceptions. He's overthrowing guys. He's underthrowing guys. He's throwing behind receivers. And he's getting sacked in the end zone. This was all Jimmy. A loss to Jimmy. Jimmy, yes, has been playing good, but this was all a Jimmy loss. If Jimmy didn't make those mistakes like I had told you the other day, if we don't turn the ball over, Jimmy doesn't throw interceptions, we win this game. We could have won this game. So this is a Jimmy loss. We accept it. We lost. It is what it is. Seattle swept us. Good job, Seattle. Who cares? You guys still not getting in the playoffs no matter how many more games you win. And if we don't get in either, you guys ain't getting in either. Point blank. So it's just bottom line. If they think they're finna run the table and win out, that's not finna happen. It's okay. We lost to them, like I said. It's not making excuses. Jimmy lost this game himself. Hands alone. No other reason whatsoever. Of course, we had that fumble on kickoff. What was it? Kickoff return for punt return, whatever it was. That's what it is. But Jimmy lost this game because the defense kept us in as much as they could. Got the ball over, got us turnovers, got fumbles when they needed to. But Jimmy just kept giving the ball over just to Seattle, just to keep them in the game. one too many times. You gave Seattle lights to be in this game. So it is what it is. All we need to do is bounce back against Cincinnati and keep it rolling. Because keep crying about what Seattle did and what Seattle did we didn't do against Seattle, and who cares? We're still in the playoffs at this point. We can stay in the run. We can keep in the run. We just bounce around and turn around and beat Cincinnati. And now we can't keep crying what should have happened and what didn't happen.
Boy, that's a big if, you know? So, we'll see. You know, it's amazing.
The only good thing we got going. Go ahead on there.
I've always said Deebo's a catalyst of this team. But you know what? The Hawks look so crappy. I thought today would be probably easy. And they started off the first quarter, looked like, yeah, we got this. You know, and then the INT, but it didn't result in anything. So I said, okay, well, you know, the second INT, I said, oh, Jesus. And then the fumble, I said, oh, man. And now the refs get involved. No, we didn't see anything. Whoa, what holding? Whoa, did he hit him in the head with his elbow? No, that wasn't that. Oh, is he holding in the end zone? I don't see anything. What about his clothes being ripped off? Refs, no.
That was our fault. Why?
To put them in that position.
See, if we didn't have those turnovers, but okay, you can blame the refs, but look at it. If we didn't have those turnovers and fumbles and interceptions, we would have never put the game in the refs' hands. Why do you want to go there? That's their fault. Of course, that last play, I see up there. A whole bunch of people watching the game with. They're not Niner fans. They thought, oh, that's pass interference. I'm like, not calling. Okay, but that's whose fault is that? That's the Niners' fault. You made that. You guys brought it to that.
We got to go, but you're absolutely right. Fault. You don't let the refs don't put them in position to determine the game. They will, and it'll never be for the 49ers. I mean, hey, let me see tomorrow, right, Vamp? You got to go. All right.
Yeah. So, stop asking for Trey people. It's not going to happen. It's not. Unless Jimmy gets hurt, it ain't finna happen.
No, every time he makes a mistake, it's time to bring in Trey. I wonder if Trey could have beat this team today. All right, Milo, we'll see you tomorrow.
You can guess that as many times as you want, but Shanahan said he's not coming in unless.
All right. Heavy projection says, I refuse to raise my blood pressure for Niner games that are already predeterminedly rigged. Don't count us out yet. That was just an unnecessary loss. I just can't get over it. Bubble losing 16 of 19, including a straight. I know. This didn't just start this year. That's why I'm also pissed off. This ain't today only. This has been happening for the last decade. Oh, Sharon.
Ronbo.
Sharon, go ahead, because I'm trying not to talk, because I'll only get mad. Sharon, get it all out, and I'll just listen, all right? Because you have to short and sweet. Go ahead.
I just want to say Seattle cheats, Russell cheats, the refs cheat, and Jimmy G lost us the game, 2 interceptions. He lost us the game, and I think it's time to part ways with Jimmy. I mean, it's like, God, how come? I mean, knowing this is the last minute of the game, why put him in to try to get the touchdown? You should have took him out, my opinion. Should have took him out and put Trey Lance in and let Trey Lance run it into the touchdown. We probably would have won. Maybe not, but I think we probably would have won it that way. But no, Kyle, you wanted to stick with Jimmy. And look what happens. We lose the game because of Jimmy. And then you pull him on the sideline, and then you start cussing him out. That's your fault. You should have took him out. Should have took him out. And then these referees with all these stupid penalties and these so-called penalties, which was not the one with Sherfield when he was in the end zone, that should have been a face mask automatic. But no, they didn't throw the flag. But when it was Seattle, they threw the flag. We always get that. It's so crazy. It was a crazy game. It was just too crazy.
But like Emilio says, you don't want to get in the fourth quarter close, because if you do, you can bet your last money the refs are going to find a way to give it to them.
The play calling. Kyle should have kept with the run game. We were doing perfectly fine with the run game, but Kyle want to go switch it up with these stupid play calling.
Did you think we were doing well with the run game?
For him.
I thought that
yes.
We weren't. How many yards did? I don't think
not that bad.
They were stopping us, which was kind of shocking to me, though. They were really doing a good job against the run.
I think they had our number.
I didn't expect that. I just knew. Last week I watched the WFT run.
I didn't either.
I'm shocked they were able to stop the run. I
But
really
I
don't.
still say they should have put Trey in at the last minute and let him score the touchdown. I think we would have won. I don't care what anybody says. That's just my opinion.
Well, maybe. You never know.
And I know that they're saving Trey for next year so he won't get hurt, but I don't buy that. I think they're letting Jimmy play the rest of the year out because it's his last year. That's why we haven't seen Trey. That's my opinion.
Well, all I know is I'm glad we're not playing the clink anymore this year. It's too because you know what? We could come in there looking like Deebo could have been there. Everybody could have been there.
I think that's what the missing puzzle was. I think they were missing Deebo. And then when Trent Cannon went down, I think it kind of threw him through a loop with that too. But I'm like, and then the ref with all these crazy calls for nothing. It was just not even necessary, really. But we screwed ourselves again in the foot.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter, and you ain't ahead. You're gonna.
I think it's time for a new coach. Where's Jed York? Time for a new coach.
Sure, let's not overreact. You know, we do this every time we lose. We get first thing we do, you get rid of Jimmy, you fire Kyle. We've got to stop that.
Take Jimmy and Kyle with you.
You know, what if they win next week? All right, and then what are we gonna say? We gotta.
Are we at home next week?
No, I don't. No, I think we go to Cincinnati. But anyway,
okay.
Let's see you next. Let's see you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo. All right, good night. Bye.
Yo, Charles. Charles.
Ronbo.
Charles. I know you're loving this. Charles expected this from the first place.
No, I didn't.
Go ahead, Charles.
I didn't. I'm really disappointed at the way the refs called the game and the turnovers we made. But
that's a combination to get your butt kicked every time. Bad play and refs, you ain't got no chance. And it still was only a touchdown with all that madness. Only one score at the 1, 2, 3 yard line. That's it, and you lost.
The thing that really bothered me was that hold on Trent Sherfield.
I'll never get over it. I'll never forget it.
The petty calls that we were getting on defense, and then the holding calls that we weren't getting on defense. I mean, they were holding our guys left and right. I mean, they were pulling one time they horse collared one of the defensive players, one of the offensive linemen pulled.
That's when they got the touchdown. That's when they got the touchdown.
Yeah, I know.
He threw a touchdown.
I know. I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe they could have just." I'm like, it's obvious. You saw the defensive guy jerk back, and you had the bad thing about it.
You see his uniform dragging in the air.
You got a referee right there. He's looking at the offensive line. He knows these guys are being held. That's absolute man. Seattle has the worst offensive line in the NFL. They have to hold. They have to hold. Oh my God!
And you let them do it, ref? That's okay with you?
I know.
Wow.
So I mean, we had this game won. And the penalties that we were getting, Jimmy G throwing it, and it's oh my God. I'm like, Jimmy, why throw it? I understand Kittle's. I understand he's the man, but come on, man, you're throwing the ball over the middle, and he's not throwing it accurate. Come on, Jimmy. Jimmy just the penalty. I mean, the fumbles, the interception, they really hurt us. But we got him back. I just at the end, the refs were called in to save their team. I mean, I really hope. I hope the worst. I'm not saying I hope the worst injury happened to him, but I just, karma's gonna come back and bite him in the butt. I'll just say that.
I want it to bite the refs in the butt. That's because the Eagles. I mean, the Hawks are doing what they're supposed to do. We got away with that. Let's do it again. They're supposed to do that. Yeah, hold every play until they call it on you. Good. That's smart.
Yeah, that's all I hate, man. I hate seeing the team lose. To this caliber of a team. I mean, this team.
Jesus.
This team, they're in. I mean, it's like they're rats, and it's like
They'll
you
lose
let
next
rats.
week, Charles. They're gonna get beaten
You
next
let.
week.
I know you gonna let rats come and take over your house, man. Please, like we should have won this game. We should have won this game by 2 touchdowns. That's what pisses me off.
Even with the screw ups, even the
I
iron
know.
we
I know.
still should have won. That's what I'm saying. Come on, man. Come on, ref. You can't put them on the 1 yard. What are you doing? That was not. And what's that elbow to my running back's head? You didn't see that?
Yeah.
What's supposed to be first down? Oh no. Y'all got to get that ball up, man. I didn't see nothing. Well, then, God, you can't beat nobody like that. But like everybody, like said, you can't get yourself in that position.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, Ronbo, I know you got to go, man. I love you.
Right.
And I'll try to chime in tomorrow and talk about this some more.
Yeah. We'll get better.
But I believe it's time to put Trey Lance in.
Yeah, well, you know what? They need to lose one more time, and he will be in. All right, fam. Yeah. I'm going to see you tomorrow.
All right, Charles. Love you, Ronbo.
Love you, fam. And have a night. And Tony Nagatani. I still feel like singing to Tony. Oh, the blue waters of Hawaii. Tony, come on in, man. I'm trying not to talk because I'm way too emotional about this game. I just can't. I wanted to see an overtime game, and it should have been. But the refs didn't see fit to allow that holding call to stand, so fine. But go ahead, refs. I hope you're happy you guys got paid.
Aloha, Ronbo. Well,
aloha.
I'll be honest with you, Ronbo. While this was one of the more poorly officiated games I've seen this season, the refs aren't the reason why we lost this game.
No,
Honestly,
not entirely,
Ronbo, this
for sure.
No. Well, this game was over on play number 0, 100%. The moment that Trenton Cannon got that catastrophic injury, it set off a chain reaction of events that completely disrupted the game beyond repair. First of all, we were down for 7 or 8 minutes while they brought the ambulance onto the field for Trenton Cannon. By the way, I'm praying for Trenton Cannon. I hope he's okay. I heard he got a concussion, so thank goodness for that. But look at what happened on the ensuing possession. Niners defense holds them to a 3-and-out, and then they get that stupid fake punt. That was actually a genius call by the Seattle special teams, knowing that Trenton Cannon plays gunner. So we were down one of our better special teams players. Yep. Well,
it wasn't on the field,
even if Trenton, they would not have called that fake punt if Trenton Cannon didn't get hurt. And that was 60% of their rushing yards came on that one fake punt play. And that scored the touchdown. And then we were down from there. And then after the half, when Travis Benjamin fumbled, Trenton Cannon does fumble. But, I noticed this when Benjamin was returning kicks in the first half. He was carrying that ball in his upfield hand. And I was yelling at the screen, put that ball on the other side because you're going to get fumbled. Sure enough, first thing after the half, what does he do? They put Travis Benjamin back there. Why? No Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel was the one who was replacing Trenton Cannon when he was hurt or playing poorly earlier in the season. And then Benjamin ends up fumbling. And from there, it was just, without Trenton Cannon, of all things, Trenton Cannon was the reason why this game became irreparable. And don't get me wrong, Jimmy Garoppolo definitely threw 2 awful picks over the middle.
Yep.
But had we had a little bit better special teams play as a result of losing Trenton Cannon, this game is entirely different. One other thing, Ronbo. And by the way, yes, the Niners should have gotten a DPI call in the end zone on the final drive of the game and should have at least had a chance for first and goal from the 1-yard line. Okay, great. Why isn't Kyle Shanahan calling sprint right option? He had 3 downs, first and goal, second and goal, third and goal, and he's going in this weird shotgun over the middle stuff when just last week he called sprint right option to Jawan Jennings and got a touchdown. Fact of the matter is, bad play calling all game long by Kyle Shanahan, quite frankly. Trenton Cannon goes down with an injury causing just awful mismatches in special teams, which led to all those bad things. And yes, of course, the referees are not good. Honestly, Kyle Shanahan needs to be embarrassed. This is I don't know how many games, but he's been out-coached by Ken Norton Jr. Ken Norton Jr. is able to stop the vaunted Kyle Shanahan running scheme. It is embarrassing. Mitchell plays very, very well, but he's not going to last very long in the NFL at this rate, just seeing all the hits that he's taking. So, all in all, Ronbo,
he doesn't even want to run the stretch anymore. He's still running out the gun. He's not a north-south runner, Kyle.
Well, Mitchell
Jesus.
doesn't have the outside speed. We miss Mostert. We need more speed. And I like Mitchell a whole heck of a lot. But Jeff Wilson Jr. looked faster today than Elijah Mitchell did. Don't get me wrong. Elijah Mitchell is our running back, but yeah. So all in all, we can talk on Monday Night Raw, but this is very disappointing. Best we can hope for now is the 7th seed, and you know what? This season is just a big disappointment. Anyway, aloha, Ronbo.
Aloha, Tony. See you tomorrow if you got some time. Hope you do, because every now and then when you're not here, I always notice Tony didn't make it. All right, fam. See you tomorrow.
Take care.
You too. So Bobo says, thanks, Bo, for that contribution. The NFL calls games against us because Cap, Neil, I entertain that thought, but I hate to believe that, Bobo, but I still wonder if they don't have it out for us. And also, our famous leader from way back, I still think they got it out for us. God, what are we going to do if that's true? Hey, Jay.
What's up, Ronbo?
Another Hawks beating that I just thought it was done. I thought the Hawks were finished as a team, and they still found a way to beat the 49ers. Jay, I bet they don't beat nobody else the rest of the season. They may win 1 or 2 more games, but they'll be damned if they go lose to the 49ers. They got 2. How many wins they got? They got 3 this year? I think two of those are. Were they 3 and something coming? So now 2 of those 4, half their wins are against the 49ers. Unbelievable.
Yeah. And I just want to say, man, we just played an awful game. We did. We just played as a overall team, just careless with the ball, and just on top of the referees. Like you clearly see that was a hole, like clearly a hole. But we don't get them kind of calls, so I don't know why we're crying about it anyway. We don't never get them calls. They've been holding Nick Bosa all year long, and we hardly ever get the call.
But they call them on us though. That Laken Tomlinson call.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, they call it on us all day long. They don't. So this when we know that we needed to get this, get the 6 seed, we just pretty much
we were there.
Jacked it off.
Yeah, we were right in position to get it too.
We were there. And I don't know what's the problem. We can't beat the Seahawks.
Can't do it.
It's crazy.
I'll never expect the 49ers to win in that place again, ever. That's it for me. Stop. I get my feelings hurt every time. Just thinking we got it. We got this one this time. I know we got it this time. We ain't got nothing.
Exactly. But it's crazy, Ronbo. We're a better team in there. And we just come in there and wet the bed every time we go and play them, boys. And it's like they have the best game ever, but they can lose to Jacksonville Jaguars. They can lose to the Jets. And then come and play us.
Jay, they've been playing, and the 49ers have been playing basically mistake-free football. Jimmy had that one INT with last game or whatever. But basically, mistake-free football since week 8. Jimmy's been one of the top throwers in the league since week 8. And our running game has been stellar. Everything we did was perfect. The defense answered the bell. But when we go to the clink, all that is out the window. It don't mean a damn thing. It's the Hawks, and you will lose, Niners. You will lose. You got no shot. And damn if it ain't true.
That makes me sick to my stomach.
Find a way to do
it makes me sick to my stomach at this point. Yeah, because it's like with us playing against the Rams. Like we have the Rams number.
And the Rams have the Hawks number, Jay. The Rams rarely lose to the Hawks. And we beat them every time. WTF. Why?
It's crazy. I know.
Jake, let me see you tomorrow, Jake. I'll tell you what, man. I can't wait to calm down if it's at all possible. I'm so tired of being mad. Jay, I'll see you tomorrow, Val. Appreciate you.
All right, well, thank you. Appreciate what you do, brother.
All right.
Have a good night, man.
You too. Yo, Bill.
Where do I start? Let's go back to the Rams and Saints game when there was a pass interference not called. Sean Payton made a big fuss about it, so they did the review on that before the 2 minutes. Carl Shanahan needs to step up and be a man and get some rules changed. That was bluntly a pass interference call. I understand that. Yeah, Jimmy did this, Jimmy did that. Well, our team this, our team did that. But how many fumbles did the Seattle Seahawks do? How many times did they mess up?
Hey, actually, you're right. They had the same amount of turnovers as us, I think.
Even the score out, buddy, at the end of the day, you flag that, we get the touchdown, we tie the game, maybe go for 2, and win the game. That's probably where you would have seen the Trey package. He was right, because if you didn't pay attention at the end of the drive, Trey was looking at the board, looking at the clipboard. There was something planned if they would have got that touchdown. I promise you, the refs don't want to say it. You know why? Because they know we're going to run the table. We need to step up. Our commissioner ain't going to do nothing. He's corrupted. He needs to be put in cuffs, handcuffed with the referees, all of them. You know what? NBA. There was a referee in the NBA throwing games. They did an investigation. He's in prison.
I remember that.
They need to put the commissioner and the referee in the same cell as that referee. I promise you, if enough people speak up and we don't be silent, because this is going to be a repeat over every year. Oh, maybe we'll go to the Super Bowl. Let's rob us out of another Super Bowl. You think I'm joking about this?
No.
Bluntly clear. Looking right in your face today. Right in your face. You tell me. Am I crazy? No. Or was that not a pass interference?
Absolutely true.
My point exactly. People need to start writing a petition. Speak up. If we don't speak up, well, we watch, don't complain. If we don't speak up and we don't say nothing about it and we completely be in denial and think that it's not throwing, all right, well, we lose, okay.
Bill,
congratulations to the other.
I got to tell you, there may be some truth to the Eddie D. I really think the league has a problem with what happened back then. And people keep talking. I hate to think that they're going to hold a cap his protest against us for the rest of our natural lives, but I just don't know what's going on. There's some things done out there today that made no sense.
Do you remember on one of the games we had this year, there was a lady they were talking about wanting to run for the commissioner job. We could see Roger Goodell out of here. She could take the job. And I think if she took the job, the pain would be over. We need to see Roger Goodell out of here, and I hope he's hearing this. You need to get out, Roger Goodell. You're done. And point blank, I'm done. Okay, we make the 7th seed. What are we going to do? We say we go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
same scenario.
But
I'd rather not have us in the Super Bowl until this is fixed.
And protest the Super Bowl. Don't play. I love it. Especially if I see Vinovich and his crew come out on the field. I'm done. Bill, we got to go, though. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to look for you tomorrow on Raw. Okay, which is probably going to be a knockdown, drag out. Yeah.
All right, well, just remember, if you ain't going to say anything, don't complain. Give me a 49ers shout-out. Let's shout-out to the 49ers.
Here he comes. Bill. Okay. Come on in, Chris.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Another L. Yeah, one of them Hawks L's. You know, we collect them every year. We ain't never gonna sweep them. We ain't never gonna sweep them, Chris. It'll never happen in our lifetime. That's just the way it is. There's some kind of jinx going on in that stadium, but we'll never win in the clink. And if we do, Man, it'll be one big celebration. We ought to make it a holiday. The day the 49ers won their second game in the clink. What year is it? 2029.
That just may be it.
Tell you.
I mean, a lot of people are upset. You know, I'm not really that, because I expected us to lose this game. I didn't think we were going to win. I was shocked. I was shocked at how well we played and how we should have really won the game. I mean, it was just a freaky game, but I didn't expect us to win this game, and I don't expect us to win next week because Joe Burrow, he's a little bit unconscious. He throws and he does his thing. I think the last 2 games that we're going to lose are going to be to Cincinnati and to the Rams. I think we're going to finish 9-8. And we're gonna need some help getting into the playoffs.
We're not losing. We may lose to the Titans, but we're not losing to the Rams. I'm telling you right now, Chris, there's something very strange between the Rams, the 49ers, and the Seahawks. I don't know what it is, but we're never going to beat that team in the clink. I guess as long as Russell Wilson lives and plays in that stadium. I don't know what kind of aura he carries, what kind of mystique that surrounds him. I don't know, but it's not going to happen. We got lucky in 2019. I don't know how we did that with a miracle play at the goal line. They almost beat us that time. Almost.
The way that we get back on track, and I already see it happening now. New York is flying back out from Youngstown, and he's going to be at the facility come tomorrow. He's going to get everybody straight. He's going to say, "Hey, man,
again,
I'm coming with some pink slips. Who wants one?
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Who wants one? You know what? When you're in class and teacher threatens you with a referral, and you straighten up. No, don't give me no referral. Don't do that. He's coming down there with them pink slips.
And you got to take it home and have your mom sign it. Is there anything worse than that, Chris? You got that long walk home and get to the front door. You stand out there for a minute. You walk in the house. Well, I need you to sign this. What is this? Oh, no. You ain't showing out while I'm sending you there every day and working hard to make sure. Mama, I didn't. Okay, you know what? Sit down. Shut up. Don't say another word. Now, see, that's what happens. The fear will make you get better. Made me. I got sick of that.
And that's what we need, because the thing is, I mean, this was a full team effort loss. Special teams lost it. There's some things the defense did with Josh Norman. This was a perfect tidal wave. I mean, everybody here is at fault. Everybody. From some of the how do you call that read option with Jimmy? I mean, come on, man. Like, really?
College thinking in some of those plays. And you can see the defense ain't going to allow that. Why did you call that? And some of these plays he's going running down the middle of the field. I understand he's got our route runners. The guys are getting better at route running. But, God, don't do that against the Hawks. They know you're going to do that. They can sit on a route and wait, and you know it. Oh.
Trey Lance could have ran that read option. Trey Lance could have ran that.
Yeah. Defense is looking at him like, I know he ain't running that. Come on, man. I mean, anytime it's a play, actually, we know you ain't running. Are you? Really? That's what you really, Jimmy, that's what you about to do. I mean, they were laughing at him.
I was crying inside. I did. Fam, we got to go. I forgot it's after the game. Let me see you tomorrow. Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good, man. You take care, Ronbo.
It's terrible. All right, Chris. Thanks, fam. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow.
All right.
And Guerrero says, we always lose with these clowns. Why? Guerrero, that's $1 million question. I wish I could answer that. Even when it looks like we got it made, we find a way to make sure not to win. Tony says, sorry to rant, Ronbo. I'm just disappointed. Much aloha. Tony, you were pleasant. I'm telling you, that was fine. I have absolutely no issue with that. You need not apologize. Frank.
Well,
Frank, we're sitting back here and we're talking about, we haven't done this in a few weeks, so it's really hard to accept. But here we go again. I mean, an unnecessary loss. Unnecessary. But Frank, go ahead, man. I'm trying to sit back and just let people talk because it's kind of be short. Like, boy, go ahead.
I'm pissed. I'm upset.
You and me both.
And Jimmy got to go,
Yeah.
man. Jimmy got to go, man. Jimmy got to go. You know what I'm saying? And Cal, man, we gotta just get straight to the point, man. Seattle have our number just like we had the Rams number. It is what it is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like we had so many opportunities out there to win this game, and we blew it, man. And I don't know, like Cal. I mean, you still sticking with Jimmy? This man is threw 2 picks. I understand he getting paid a lot, but look how Seattle caught us off guard with the fake punt. You could have caught them off guard, but just sprinkling Trey Lance in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like doing something different. You get what I'm saying? I just don't know what Cal be thinking about, man. Like you gotta utilize all your utensils, man. That's what you have to do when your best player is out. It was Deebo Samuels. Yep. Throw them all balanced. Like they not gonna be prepared for Trey. You could just bring them in and just to do some type of trickery type of thing. Like use everything you have on that sideline. And Cal just like this is a game we should have won, Ronbo. It's a game we needed to win. Now we back down in the 7th spot and Washington in the 6th spot. You know what I'm saying? So that was like, and they so we got the Bengals next. And I don't know how that outcome gonna come about. You get what I'm saying? Like these teams not gonna lay down for us. We got to understand that. Like no team not laying down for us. Everybody right now fighting for their life. They're trying to get in that playoffs. So we need to look ourselves in the mirror.
And this is why like Deebo cannot miss another game, or else we're in trouble. And I don't care who it don't matter who the quarterback is. If Deebo don't play, we lose.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be like that, Ron. If you're a genius coach, you had to make plays for everyone. Like we could have won this game. It was the quarterback. Like if Russell's finger hurt, but you seen as the game progressed and started going on, he started getting in his rhythm. He started looking like the old Russ. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like somehow he just come to like Magic Russell when he play us. I don't know what it is.
Well,
but when he play us, man, he just
Frank,
just Houdini, man. I don't know what the world is going on.
Flags, roughing the picket. I mean, he got everything we should. Some of that we should have got. We never get no calls, right? So Rusty we got him in 3rd down situation. We're about to make the stop. Oh, roughing the passer, give him 15 yards. You know, and then you got those plays going on and on and on. Whereas we're not getting any calls. The discrepancy between calls, Frank, because Frank, quite frankly, pardon the pun. Since 2013. Why do we always lose to this team? You've had Kaepernick. You've had
since 2012.
You've had Kaepernick. You've had Alex Smith. We've had every damn body on the team. We were like a powerhouse team. There's something strange about playing in that place. It's not going to change.
No, that's true. A quick point. No, we got to. But the thing, but. What it is, Ronbo, we can't keep trying to put it in the refs' hands. Yes, the refs missed some calls. The refs they did work this out some calls, but we can't put it in the refs' hands. The thing is the NFL is about quarterback play. It's the quarterback. That's what I'm saying. Jimmy G not built to beat Seattle.
He's leaving anyway.
He's not built to beat them. Like I mean.
But the thing is, we got to go, fam. I'm getting all kind of grief from production. We got to go, fam. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, Ron. I love you, man. Shout out to production.
I got you, fam.
I have more tomorrow. Have a good one, man.
Looking forward. All right. Hey, Shabazz.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Ronbo.
I'm listening.
What's going on, man?
Terrible things, I'm sick of Seattle. You don't care how bad they are, and they suck. And we went in there and made them look like contenders. That don't make no sense.
I'm pretty sure the Lambs fans feel the same way about us. When somebody got your number, Ronbo, they just got your number. So Seattle got our number on speed dial.
I'll never, ever expect the 49ers to win in there again. I swear to God, I'm done. I will never, ever do it again. They can't do it. No. And it don't matter who the quarterback is. Everybody's talking about Jimmy. Hey, Alex Smith, Kaepernick. That's only people we've had. Oh, well, you don't count the rest because they're just not supposed to win in there anyway. But it's not going to change. And I'm tired of that. I don't want to play in there again.
Man, they're in the NFC West, and they got our number on speed now. That's it. You know, I'm tired of blaming everybody. You know, I hope Trent Cannon is healthy. We got 5 more games left. We need to win next week, especially, and you know, win out of the next 5, 4 of them, and just get in the last season next year. See how we go, because you know it ain't gonna be nobody to blame next year. But you know, it is what it is. You know, so hey, and this year isn't over, so I'm gonna keep the faith. I'm moving on. Again, I ain't gonna point fingers at nobody. We knew it'd be a close game. We all knew that. We didn't pull it out. I mean, short and sweet. Shout out to you. Shout out to my man in SoCal. Bang, bang, not a game. And I'll check you in later during the week, Ronbo.
All right, Shabazz. Have a great night, fam. I'll see you tomorrow if you got time.
Okay.
We're just like a cover pulled over us, aren't we? It's just awful to keep losing these guys every time we play them in that friggin' place. Hey, Greg.
Oh, what's up, Ronbo? Boy, am I pissed.
Oh, yeah, you should
I mean,
Greg.
I am really effing freaking pissed at this bullshit game. I mean, come on, man. The hold in the end zone was just, I was punching the door because I was just like, this is ridiculous, man. He called 2 back-to-back freaking defensive penalties, which is bullshit, kept the drive going, had an excellent stop at 3rd down, which they wouldn't have scored, okay, they would have punted. They couldn't have done. And then, you know, you're just giving this every fucking time. Excuse my language. I'm so pissed off. I can't get it. And then these imbeciles that are calling you, get rid of Jimmy, get rid of Jimmy. What does Jimmy have to do with the refs? And what did Jimmy do at the 2-yard line when the defense got the ball back and he drove what? To the 3-yard line, right? And we got a hole. The guy's draped all over him in the end zone. I mean, what the?
Jimmy threw 2 interceptions, bad interceptions.
Hey, we're pretty sure we know about that. We saw it. Yeah.
Did Jimmy come down the field and did he throw to Kittle? I mean, hey, let me ask you a question. When you're 20 for 30 for 299 yards, 2 touchdowns,
it's
interceptions with a quarterback rating of 93, do you really suck? I mean, you're an idiot, whoever you are.
You
there, Ronbo?
Yeah, I'm listening. You know, here's the thing.
I don't know who the other guy is that's on the phone sneaking in.
No,
I mean, I'm not trying to put Jimmy on a pedestal, but give the guy some credit, for Christ's sake. I mean, you know, it's like, and give due where it's due. I mean, there's no way in hell that should have been first. That should have been first and goal with 24 seconds left. And you know we're going to drive it in.
Yeah,
and my whole mind was,
yeah.
and you might think I'm crazy, but I had in my mind that I thought they were going to bring in Trey and just end it right there with the 2-point. And then Seattle could not stop with Trey. There's no way.
1 yard out. Just we could get that 1 yard. I swear to God, I know they could get 1 yard into the end zone. They could have carried anybody.
That's what I'm trying
in.
to say. That should have been. Look, you were exactly right. You're calling, and I get so aggravated. I mean, how many holds did we got a holding call? Do you remember the holding call that we had when Jimmy ran up the middle? You know, and Jimmy can't run, of course, but he ran scrambled for 15 yards.
And
we had a holding penalty.
Bring it back.
Where the hell was the holding penalty on Seattle when they were holding Bosa all effing game? Can you tell me?
I mean, did you see the guy getting his clothes torn off him? He was literally butt naked before he got through that area, and the ref didn't see it? How the hell did you not see that?
I mean, listen, what you want, and Kittle, I mean, listen, he said Deebo without Deebo. Kittle had almost 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. So I don't need this crap about with Deebo. I love Deebo, but I mean, we had that game. Seattle's a garbage team, and that Tommy Testosterone imbecile, I'm looking at him every time he posts. This guy just comes on. He's a troll. Your team will never be in the playoffs. You suck. Okay, how's that? You like that, Tommy?
I'm glad you said it.
There you go. Sorry, Ronbo.
I'm glad you said it. I want to say those things, but I'm trying to host. Because there's trolls in there I got a lot to say to, but I'm trying not to.
Ronbo. I'll be talking to you tomorrow on Raw, but I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to make a prediction, and I don't give a shit. We're going to run the effing table, and that's that.
They might be pissed off enough to do that, too. I like what you – hey, fam, I'm right with you.
And you know what? Have Deebo back and whatever. And when the hell is it – real quick, when is Steve Ford coming back? Next year? Is he going to even play again?
Oh, God only knows. All right, fam. I'm going to see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, buddy. Take care.
Okay. Yeah, well, I tell you. Oh, this is such a miserable feeling. It's unnecessary to lose that game. Hey, Tony.
How are you, Ronbo?
Terrible. Just terrible, Tony. I don't know how they find a way to lose. I mean, we're on a roll. We're smoking hot. We're doing everything right. Why now does the wall come up as soon as they fly into Seattle airport? I mean, man, it just makes no sense.
Look, I agree with some of those other callers. We did make a few mistakes, but you can't deny the fact that these referees should be held accountable. Now, in I don't know what they've got there, but there was this sort of crap happened in the NRL, all right? And there was a big uproar, and what they did, they put in place what's called a match review committee, and they watch every game, and any of the referees that make consistent, blatant, wrong calls, they demote them to the lower grades.
Oh, I was going to say out of here because you're not capable of doing this job. I'd love to see that happen.
They demote them to a lower grade. I mean, you can't have, and the most inconsistent call in the NFL is pass interference. You can't pick it. Like that other guy said, that changes the whole outcome of the game. And you can blatantly see people holding on to jumpers, people coming around the corner to get Rusty. The guy's holding him from a mile away in front of everyone. You can't. What, are you blind or what's the story? And the other side of it, I have to hold Shanahan accountable for his play calling. I mean, Jimmy G doesn't call those plays. Kyle does. And then he gets on a press conference and throws his quarterback under the bus. I mean, I think Trey or Trez said it. This guy's got a losing record. Don't forget that. I'm not having he should protect his players and not throw them under the bus as well in press conferences just to get his ass out of the spotlight.
I fully agree. I don't know. And in fact, I've been crying about that shot down the middle. There's a time when you should do that. And Kyle, take your foot off the gas on that play. Go another direction. Jimmy's not going to argue with you. He's going to do everything you say to do. And then when he does it, it's all Jimmy. It's not. I could see clearly Jimmy's not going to make that choice. It's not even a clear shot.
You'll see it when he's playing on another team.
I know, right?
You think Trey's going to look any different when Jimmy goes?
I'm really scared.
I don't think so.
If Kyle's going to run that same style, you're going to see a little more designed runs. But is Kyle going to still keep working in the middle of the damn field? Kyle, come on, man. Yeah, that's why, you know what, Tony? I hope he gets a speedy receiver in the offseason. So at least the guy can get a step downfield, and you can let Trey let it go. But as it is, Kyle built this team, Tony, to be bullies. That's why we got the guys we got. They're not deep threats. They're bullies. When they get the ball, they're going to knock the bejesus out of whoever tries to stop them. He did that on purpose. This is the way this team is built and designed, and that's why they run the offense they do. How?
And he keeps getting the players to the running backs to running into the middle of they're bumping into their own players. They're running into the middle. If there's a group of people in the middle there, run around them for Christ's sake. Kyle, send them to the side, to either side. If they can't run on the left side, they can run on the right side. I think George Kittle was providing that double team effort on one corner and allowing the running back to get around the corner.
I know.
But
Tony,
I don't know.
We got to go. We got plenty to complain about. We'll continue tomorrow.
Put it this way.
Sure.
It was an unnecessary loss.
It definitely was. All right, Tony. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, brother. See you later.
Boy, Night Brian says, hey, Ronbo, there's so many homeless in Seattle because the state of Washington pays off refs. That's very comedy relief from Brian. They probably do. I just don't understand some of the. we don't have to lose these games. Even if we make mistakes, we don't have to lose them. The refs can make a difference by just making the calls fair on both sides. If you're not going to call today, then don't call on either side. If you're going to call it today, then call it equal on both sides. Naj.
Ronbo.
Naj, we did it again, man. We found a way to go to Seattle and get the old L. Been riding a wave and get to Seattle and all that ends. Naj, what are you thinking?
I mean, the first thing I'm thinking because I ain't know people was gonna be blaming Jimmy G this week, but
I did. He makes one
weird,
wrong move, and no matter what else we're gonna lose. If we do, it's all him. So that doesn't bother me. I'm used to that. But what I don't appreciate is when the officials make it impossible to recover. I mean, we screwed up, okay. But we were back in it. We were still doing okay. No, you go give give Rusty 15 yards. Why? Oh, I'm sorry, Notch. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you good. But yeah, I feel like if you watch every week, if you watch the NFL, it's one team. It's a couple of teams that's gonna get, you feel me? They're gonna get messed up by the referees.
Man.
You said what?
Getting bad calls because they're doing that to Jacksonville a lot too.
It
was funny when we was playing them, but it ain't funny now.
Yeah, man. But now really, it was Seattle the first week. The first time we played Seattle, we had messed up a whole bunch on special teams on it.
Yep, Cannon fumbled at the 10-yard line, 15-yard line, something like that. We did it again today, like it was rehearsed.
Yeah. Yeah, then last week what happened? We had the Vikings run back during special teams. Then this week we had something going on with special teams, but people don't want to talk about that. They just want to look and blame Jimmy G, but it's deeper than that, for real.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because if it wasn't up for Jimmy's INTs that caused that, is that the only thing that happened in this game, we still would have won.
Yeah. Yeah, but man, I don't know about it. It's kind of frustrating just lose to Seattle. Yeah,
because like the Hawks, I wonder if they go into confident knowing they're going to beat us. I think they do.
They are. I think they'd be surprised. I'm not gonna lie. They had to be surprised this week because ain't no way. Especially how we was beating them up on the defensive line. We were beating them up.
I know.
We were doing everything, but
did you notice though? All of a sudden,
keep them in the game.
Right? Did you notice all of a sudden our defensive line in the first few minutes of the game, our defensive line was all over Russell Wilson. Nick got him and blasted his butt to the ground, and then a few minutes later, all of a sudden we can't get in. How's that?
DJ Jones. Yeah, it's crazy. DJ Jones stuffing around, getting fumbles. All of a sudden.
And we're poking AP out there screwing up. I still holding 49ers.
Key messed us up a whole bunch of times. Key messed us up. Whatchamacallit. That Emmanuel Mosley lost that messed us up.
I keep forgetting about Mosley. He left.
That was our best corner. He got taken out the game. They started targeting. And it seemed like every week we're going to get a pass interference call. So.
Oh, yeah. It's without a doubt. No, we're going to still be arguing. We're still crying tomorrow. I'm going to see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, for sure.
All right, fam. Great to hear from you.
All right.
Man. Hey, Pop, you know what? Hold on, Pop. I got it. Oh, man, I've been drinking too much. Hold on.
It's not time. And a good one. It's time. It's better time. Alexa, turn on the Sithmas lights.
What is Ronbo doing? Ronbo, what are you doing? Don't let me in.
And hey, Richard Ray Archuleta, hey, why is the kick returner tackling on special teams? It makes no sense. See, everything that happens to us is always happens for the first time. We'll make adjustments later, Richard Ray Archuleta. Oh my, good to hear from you again, fam. Thanks for that contribution. We wait till things happen to us first, and then we make adjustments. Hey, and special teams will have some for us next week too, so get ready. Papa, Dr. P, come on in and tell us about it.
Well, I guess we had a little bit more. Well, I had a little bit more confidence than Kyle Shanahan did.
Damn. Oh.
Because Kyle Shanahan is like, it's going to come down to the last possession of the game. I'm like, all right, dickhead, thanks for the vote of confidence.
If Kyle believed that, then Kyle, think hard, Kyle. What's going to work here?
He's just not a positive dude. That ain't him. He is not. He's like George Seifert was like neither positive or negative. He was right in the middle. You know what I mean? And obviously he's the coach that we won the last Super Bowl with. But
that's right.
The reality is that when you go on the road, you take your running game and you take your special teams. And I can't remember the last time that we focused on special teams. We got a kicker who makes almost $8 million a year, and he can't even make up an extra point. We got it was like a death by 1,000 cuts, and it's like it just when they scored at the very end of the half, I was like, this game is over, because all of a sudden we can't stop them. I felt good at first. I felt good because when they scored that touchdown from the punt return, when they scored the touchdown, I'm like, oh, they got to use trick plays to get us. I'm like, this is looking good for us. I was like, oh no, I looked at that the wrong way. Oh, Pete Carroll was trying to win by any means necessary, and we didn't have that same level of energy and fire that they had. Obviously, you can't turn the ball over, but the game was not entirely on Jimmy. Because we did get in position, but there were some really, really wacky calls that I just did not get. Wacky calls. There was wacky game management. Yeah. The refereeing in the league has been really bad this year, globally. Obviously, we're biased because we're 49ers fans, but it's been really bad all season long. I mean, really, really bad. I mean, you mean to tell me that nobody held Bosa today? No. Really?
Yeah.
That offensive line. Nobody held Bosa. Really? It's just.
And Nick never says anything.
Right. But you can't sit there and you don't want to complain about the refs. You got to win the game. I think, George Kittle showed up. And let me just stop everybody right now. Multiple weeks ago, when we were losing, I said, it's not over yet. Okay? We lost the battle. We have not lost the war yet. So keep your heads up. It's hard to go win in that place. It just is. And guess what? We were outnumbered today. We faced the Seahawks. We faced their fans. We had the refs against us. And we had us against us.
So you can't win like that. I want that last play back, though. You know what? We should have been placed on the 1 yard line. Clearly, there was no doubt about that holding and molesting.
In front of the world.
Damn.
In front of the world. No, you're right. Everyone here is right to be ticked off. But remember, this whole thing about Kyle and Trey Lance and this, that, the other. Here's the reality. And I told you guys this. Trey Lance was dividing the locker room, and one of those people on his side was Brandon Aiyuk. Okay? Guess what? Who's getting the ball more and who don't get the ball at all now? So essentially what happened was they mismanaged the locker room this year, and it cost them. It cost them some games. So now they're managing the locker room, but anything can happen on any given Sunday. This game sucked. Obviously, I know people are upset. They're pissed. I was overly optimistic because I just felt that not only were we the better team, but we're running the ball 40 times a game. Well, we ran the ball 26 times a game times today. And
it
again,
didn't work.
they keep it doesn't work. It doesn't work against them because of Wagner. And it doesn't work against their 5-man line, which means that they should be play actioning on the first down and working the edges of the field. And they just, I don't know why Kyle doesn't do that.
Insist on doing
And
the
lastly,
same thing. Hold that place right there. I want to hear more about that. Look,
okay.
They're going to get you, fam. Production's going to get you.
Yeah.
You know after the game. So many people waiting.
Don't get me. All right. All right. Well,
see
anyway,
you
man,
tomorrow,
thanks,
though.
production. Thanks, Ronbo. You know we love you. We're out.
Thanks,
Hang in
fam.
there,
Love
brother.
back at you. All right, fam. All right. Yo, T.
What's up, man?
Another unnecessary loss in Seattle. You know what? Actually, I got to tell you, T, if it had been anybody on the other team besides Seattle, I probably wouldn't be so mad. And especially the way it took place, as it usually does. We can't get a break.
It never fails. It really doesn't. It was the same thing that happened last game we played against Seattle, bro. Like, we come out hot, and then we just fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
literally,
true.
it was the same story. We do this more often than not.
Mm-hmm.
And the ending of the first half was what really killed us, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because those were just dumb penalties. I don't know. Why are you hitting him? Like,
oh, yeah. That
like
double
why?
shot, the guy.
Why?
That was Arden Key. What are you doing? That was Arden, don't do that.
Arden Key,
15 yards.
What the hell are you doing? Like, come on, bro.
I forgot about that one.
And it's, oh my God, it's so annoying. That was really killed us. And then after that, they had all the momentum, and it was just downhill from there. And my thing with Kyle is he's funny. Like, I personally don't really like Kyle, but it's just his decision making is crazy to me. He calls a play action wheel route or whatever on our last drive, and he didn't do that the first time we were at the 3.
Yeah.
Like,
there
come
was
on,
nothing.
bro.
There was no confusion, right? And I said, okay, Kyle, well, if you're gonna do this, just see if our guys can run the ball in. You got 3 yards to go. You got 2 chances. I can't believe you can't get through there. No, they could not. And then we throw this bogus BS pass to end the game. Oh, that was. Even if he'd have got that pass off, it wasn't going to do anything. Kyle! But you know what? We can't question Kyle.
Ronbo, you know what really got me, though? He calls a read option for Jimmy.
I know. Like that was going to surprise somebody.
That was funny.
I didn't even know Jimmy had the ball. That's how I was so shocked. I thought Jimmy was blocking. He's got the ball. I think it's trying to use the element of surprise, I guess.
Why do we have these bum players on our team? Can we get Josh Norman out of here? I'm so tired of him. He's getting torched every game, Ronbo, and he's talking like he's doing something.
I know. Did you see him? The only reason that wasn't a touchdown is because it was overthrown. Otherwise, that's a touchdown, Josh.
Literally.
Why are
he
you
gave
talking
up the next
trash?
touchdown. Yeah, oh my gosh, this team is so incompetent.
So when Mosley went out, I guess that was it for us.
Yeah, it was
I didn't know at the time. Yeah.
I kind of seen it coming, but I didn't want to believe it.
I know.
But, yeah.
We all go in denial when we know something, don't we? I did.
Mm-hmm.
I quit. I came out of denial midway through the third quarter, though. Guys, it's over. I normally don't do that, but I could see the trend and where this was going. You could see it.
Like, I could see the writing on the wall.
Yes.
It's not getting any better from here.
No. And if anything does go well, holding. Oh, ref, we just made a 15-yard gain. Are you? Oh, why they're a bit holding you didn't call it on them? Oh, okay. But,
my God.
We gotta go. We're gonna be crying tomorrow night too. So if you got time, I'll see you tomorrow night. Okay.
It's all good, man.
All right, fam. Night.
Peace up.
Yo, George.
What's up, Ronbo?
George, I wish I knew. I really don't understand this thing with Seattle. And George, this is something that goes all the way back to this game is bad enough. I'm really, but when you think about how much we went through with these people, and there were several times that it had no business happen. I don't understand what is this with this team that it's impossible to beat them in the clink. And when we play them in San Francisco, it's going to be close, and chances are probably good that we're not going to win. What is it?
Okay, this is how I'm going to start off. 49ers against every
ref. I needed that. Laughter will cure this. Damn it.
But check it out. It was three phases why we lost. Even though I was working and airbrushing shirts at an event, I was still watching the game, man.
Yes.
But there was three things that screwed it up. One of them was Kyle Shanahan doing certain things that we don't usually do, and I get it. He's trying to catch them off guard, like they caught us off guard with that fake punt.
That special teams play, and it worked.
But the thing that is that on that 3rd and 1, I get it. You're trying to catch them off guard with that read option play and stuff, but it's like we are like almost 100% efficient at the QB sneak, So why go from that? Like Garoppolo's really good at that, and it's 1 yard.
Mm-hmm.
You could have.
You don't need to get cute. You just don't need to get cute. Just
let
Malik Smack take the guy out like he always does and go.
Yeah. As much as I like Jimmy, as much as I like Jimmy, I do feel that, it's like they say, we've seen what his ceiling is. He's good enough to get us wins, and he's good enough to make it, but it's like the other caller said, even if we put Trey in, is it going to be any different? It's because Kyle Shanahan is controlling this thing, and he said something crucial on his NBC interview. He was talking about Elijah Mitchell, and he said sometimes you can't coach a player too much or else they feel they have to always please you. And I think that's what he did with Garoppolo, where he tried to coach him way too much, and now he's scared of not being able to do what you want him to do.
Yes, because he doesn't. He doesn't look like he's on his own out there. Exactly. I've been saying that for the longest time. I said he's taken his personality away from him. He's taken the things he'd like to do away from him because he's afraid to not walk a chalk line with this kind of coach. And normally, I said, because when he first came, you could see Jimmy G was Jimmy G. I know what to do. And then he started learning the playbook, and things haven't been the same since.
Yeah, and then obviously the last one, the reps. As I was watching the game, I was like, yep, this is going to come down to them calling the game, and like the other caller said, it does have to do a lot with Roger Goodell and, the way they work the thing. They just can't make it too obvious, because then it's super blatant there, right? But come on, man, there was that holding. If you didn't call the holding, then there was a pass interference by the same guy, same play,
Because he couldn't, because he sucked. He wasn't that good of a defender.
Yeah.
That's all he could do.
And that one catch that Metcalf did that landed on I believe it was on like the 1 or 2 yard line. They showed the replay, and 3 of our players were being held, like on plain sight and camera on the replay, close up. Like you said, the jersey's almost tearing apart.
The guy's got his clothes tearing him off him.
And so, yeah, we might sound like whiners, 49ers, but
we got it right.
You know what? Exactly. And I would have hoped this game was a Sunday night game, not just for us Niner fans and Seahawks fans to see what happened, want the whole world to see it.
Yeah, well,
you know?
there's going to be a lot of people are going to be cutting stuff out and posting it up. So, George, we got to go though.
Oh yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Hope you got some time for us. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Phil.
And it hurts, man, but
it sucks.
It's not the end of it.
Yeah.
Now we
Detroit
just gotta
versus
go out
everybody. First win today.
That's all I needed. All right, George. I'll see you
All
tomorrow.
right,
Phil.
Ronbo.
If we got nothing else to laugh about,
All right, have a good
it's Detroit, man. Don Burr. All right, fam.
Right. All right, man. Good night.
Good night. And the Niners, you love to hate. Come on in, fam.
No, Ronbo, I'm still pissed off. Can you come back to me?
Okay. All right. Did we get Papa Dragon here? I don't remember reading that one. What's Big Show? Oh, yeah. Big Show says Papa Dragon is right. The locker room is divided. It clearly showed today. Not going to look pretty next year either. 30-plus players leaving us. Oh, I don't even want to think about next year. That's why this year was so important to make a stand, make it to there and get a shot. No, Casey, thanks, big thanks, show.
Hey, Ronbo, do you know who Queen Elizabeth is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my goal in life to outlive Queen Elizabeth. And I'd like to add a second goal to my goals in life, is to outlive the Russell Wilson tenure of the Seattle Seahawks. I was born in 1991, and I saw the green shoes of the Wicked Witch of the West underneath Eric Armstead today, and I got so happy. I thought it was it. I thought today was the day that the 49ers are going to start their streak and they're going to win out. Because Jesse Sapolu said, I won this ring when we started 6-5, and you know what? The 49ers are 6-5 today, and I'm just sitting here really happy that the Detroit Lions beat the Vikings and did us a favor today. So congratulations to Detroit versus themselves. Thank you for having your first victory. I hope you can savor that taste, because you won't know what this tastes like again until at least September of 2027, most likely.
Hey, Casey, that's our date line for losing to the Hawks. I figure Russell Wilson's he's not gonna leave that place. He'll play another 4 years.
I don't know. Rumble, I don't know why Kyle traded the next 3 years to keep Trey on the sideline. That's the whole thing to me, man. It's just if Kyle sees like Sharon said,
she's playing.
It's sad when she called in, because she was just so disappointed, man. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know what. He's the best offensive player. He's sitting on the sideline, man, and I know that's got to be eating him up, man. He's driving home in a Malibu thinking he should have played this game today, Rumble.
He does have a Malibu, huh? I just remember that. Somebody said he did.
Yeah, man.
They're making jokes about
humble
his car.
but hungry. We need to get back to that. We need to get back to that style, And you know what the Niners don't do? They don't make good second half adjustments, Rumbo. They're not a good second half team. Yeah. Oh man, the playoff pictures. It's a weird year. Very weird year. We got the Packers and the Cardinals and the Buccaneers doing okay. And then there's this kind of clusterfuck of top 20 teams that are not sure if they want to do good or.
Yeah. Who's number 3?
Rumble,
I don't know if they won or not. They might be ahead, but you know who's going to bump us out? I think, did the Eagles play today?
Yeah, and they I forget what happened. That's not important, Rumbo.
No, it is, because they got the same record as us right now. If they won.
Yeah, they played the Jets.
They definitely won. Oh, my God. It's them. I know I saw 3 or 4 teams there together. It's them. And the Vikings fell out.
Yeah, but they were 5-7, and so it would have been more important for the Vikings to have won today.
Wait. The Eagles were 5-7?
No, they're 6-7 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're still behind us then in the loss column. Okay, well, we'll see.
But this has been a weird year, really weird year. I feel like the Patriots and the Cardinals are probably going to be in the Super Bowl this year.
That's going to be
no
funny.
one in the AFC seems to really be.
I'll have to laugh at that because I don't know enough about college football quarterbacks. I didn't know anything about the guy that's over in Patriotville, right? And I said the Cardinals were going to be the team to watch, and surely enough, they are. So if they end up being the Super Bowl, boy, I tell you what, that would be. I think I'll slap myself. Hey, Casey, man, let me see you tomorrow, okay? Because we're out of time.
All right, Ronbo, take it easy, buddy.
You too, fam.
I can't wait to go ham tomorrow night, Ronbo. Have a good night, man.
Yeah,
Take it easy, buddy.
Casey. You too. Hey, Derek.
Ronbo?
Derek. Yes.
Hey,
Come on
man.
in, Derek.
Well, as you know, I don't want to waste all my precious time, but you know it was Jimmy's fault.
Yeah, all of it. Yep.
Just say that.
Yeah.
No, but does anybody come in with how many yards we gave up and penalties? You know?
No, it doesn't matter. If Jimmy's on the field
Yeah, I
and we
mean-
lose,
Oh, yeah, it was
it's
Jimmy's
him.
fault. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a policy.
damn the fumbles, any of that.
Doesn't matter.
It was I don't look forward to these games with Seattle, Ronbo. The officiating is the worst when we're in there. I just try to look past this.
Derek, it's hard
for me.
Why do they have to do it every time, though? Every time?
I was watching it, but I wasn't, Ronbo. It's just every time. Every time. They get all the breaks in the world. What about when the guy grabbed Jimmy's face mask and his hand released and went to his collar?
And you can
then
see
they were
Jimmy's
just like,
head
nope.
spin.
What?
No call.
Yeah, like what are we doing here? You know, and I think with the Cannon thing and all I kind of feel like Shanahan and the team just kind of expect this stuff, and it can zap you. You know, how do you go in and play as hard as you can? I don't know, Ronbo.
Tony said something about
I'm
that,
looking
too.
past it.
That cannon disaster at the
Yeah.
beginning of the game sort of like let the air out of the sails. Like,
Yeah, when you got people praying at the beginning of a game right after you do the the pledge and stuff, it's like, yeah. How do you rebound on that? So
mentally, that's true. It does take something out of you.
and then you got the Travis Benjamin, and you got what's the guy, old Peanut Punch? He's good for. I mean, damn, he looked worse than Dante Johnson. Yeah, him. I didn't want to say his name wrong.
No,
all right?
I know. I just
He gets
want to
beat.
make sure.
It wasn't because it was DK. He gets beat every week. All right. It's great that he punches the ball out. That's nice. But he gets beat every time.
But you can't give up.
I don't know. I'm looking at Cincinnati. They didn't look too hot today. In other good news, Al-Shire, he looks really good. I really like that kid. Damn, he did everything he could, man.
Did he take?
Him
Could
and
he have possibly
Hufanga.
taken a starting job, Derek? Are you going to make him sit down when Dre comes back?
I don't know. I wouldn't. He's always around the ball, and he
It
hits hard.
seems.
So I don't know. Yeah, he's always around the ball. He made that leaping. He almost had that interception. So,
but
it's just one of these games. You know, this is how we play Seattle. You know,
Every time.
I'm looking at Cincinnati. They didn't look like a world beater today. I don't know who was watching that game earlier.
I was. Because I was
They didn't
trying to see how. Because I know we play him next week.
Unbeatable.
No, I know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is the Seattle game was whatever. You know, they got our number, and we got the Rams number, and that's who's left in front of us in the division. So,
But Derek,
just
we
need to
beat
get
the
back to
Rams.
it.
We usually just beat them physically.
Yeah.
We don't. The refs don't get
Yeah.
involved. But with us, we got to deal with them, deal with the Hawks
Yeah,
at the
I
same
don't know
time,
what to do,
and not make
Ronbo.
one. You make one mistake, and it's going to balloon, and it's going to snowball, and you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, but I'm not going to stay on the line, Ronbo. Short and sweet, you know, short and bitter. I'm not looking forward to hearing it was Jimmy's fault all week when it wasn't. It was everybody. It was a team loss. Play calling, quarterback, and defense. Special teams. I mean, the damn Travis Benjamin fumble was ridiculous. I don't know what he was doing.
He's not used to that.
But
That's Cannon's job.
24 hours, everybody. Let's come in with a game plan to beat Cincinnati tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And move on. We're not dead, so it is
No,
what it is.
not
Seattle games are always weird, Ronbo. I don't know why everybody.
I'm
hung up
never
on
going
it.
to expect them to win in there again. As long as Russell
Yeah,
Wilson's
that's
still
how it
over there.
goes.
Never again. That's it for me. Refuse to believe it.
I mean,
Anyway.
after like the 8th penalty flag, Ronbo, I was over a game, to be honest with you. This is crazy. So,
Anyway, Derek.
But,
we're gonna go. I'll look for you
tomorrow night.
tomorrow, okay?
You got
'Cause
it.
We're gonna still be
You got it,
crying.
Ronbo. 24
Yeah.
hours. 24 hours, people. All right. Bye.
Night, Derek. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Ronbo.
Chris, go ahead, man.
Ronbo.
I'm listening.
Yeah, that was poor officiating, period. I mean, we could look at a lot of things like, that miscues that we've made and everything like that, but Seattle, it's enough, man. They get away with this all the time.
Every time.
I mean, I'm looking at the play when they scored before the half. The dude was looking like the old lineman looked like he was trying to exchange jerseys without D lineman.
I mean, you could hear the fabric ripping,
Yeah, I mean, and then the play with Sheffield in the end zone at the end. That man, he was grabbing him before the ball even was thrown. Almost
way before. Plenty of time for the ref to see that. He didn't see it.
Man, that stuff. It should be old by now, man. The league ought to fix something about with Seattle, man. They get away, and then every time when they give calls to Russell Wilson, come on, late hit on the quarterback and stuff like that, it's always on a 3rd and long when we should shut them down and stop them, and they just say, hey, we'll give you 15 yards. There's no problem.
And they're looking for it. They're bird dogging. They're hoping they can find some excuse to throw that flag. Holding.
Yeah, man.
Holding who? Ref. Hold it. Where? I don't know, but you guys are holding. 10 yards.
And those wasn't even roughing the passer calls if you ask me. This dude is a running quarterback, right? This dude can take off on you at any minute. By the time when the defender got to him, he was just releasing the ball.
Split second.
Like, come on, ref.
Right.
You. That's how defenders. A lot of defenders are getting hurt now from pulling up, tearing something, or some type of way. They're getting injured because of these rules. I've never seen as many defenders risk the chance of injury, like getting injured so fast because of things like this, or they got to adjust their game against something that shouldn't be.
And Chris, he can make a judgment call. The ref sees the man is already in flight, and Russell Wilson gets rid of the ball a split second before. Chris, this is the same guy. Russell Wilson, he faked a slide a couple of years ago and jumped up and kept going. And the ref didn't, and they let it go. I said, see that? Now, if you would have hit him, it would have been roughing the passer. But he gets up after faking a slide and gets up and runs, and that's okay. You guys let anything go, as long as it's in Seattle.
And then Ronbo, you know what's how it's so obvious? When the referee made that call again, you should have seen the smirk on his face as if he know it's a bullshit call. That's bad. He had a smirk on his face. Like, it was ridiculous.
Which call?
Like, the call when it was the second time they called a roughing the passer. I think they called it on,
are you talking about the one that on Arden Key? But
I think it was Key, yeah.
That was
but Arden Key was... referee went to the...
That was a stupid play on his part, too, though. He just got already. You're trying to tackle him doing that. I know.
The referees like making those calls, man. I've never seen as many bad calls on. I think the refs got it in against the 49ers. I'll be honest with you.
I do too.
I don't know what it is about, but I think they have it in with us.
People used to say, ever since Colin Kaepernick, the owners hated Kaepernick after he did that protest. And I still think, I don't want to believe that, because if that's true, Chris, we got problems. We got forever problems.
That's bad.
They're never going to stop doing this. Anyway, fam, we got to go, Chris. Let me see you tomorrow, fam. All right?
Okay, definitely, Ronbo.
Night, Chris. And the Niners, you'll love their hate. Fam, are you ready? I thought I heard some noise, too. TNYLTH. That's a long name. All right, let's come back. Maybe it's not ready. Hey, Marion.
Hello?
Hey, Marion.
What's up, dog?
Terrible things, terrible things. The Seattle jinx continues. Marion?
Listen, Ronbo. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. I got muted back. I got unmuted. Listen, we ain't got to go into the intro. We already know.
But anybody who's saying that is Jimmy G's fault. Because I done got into like 10 debates. Y'all don't know football. You know what I'm saying? Today was one of those days to where some things went for us, a lot of things went against us. And I can't understand for the life of me, you know what I'm saying, how we could just blame one guy when we had an opportunity to win the game. Not to mention, and let's not forget about Robert Gold with the missed field goal. Let's not talk about the turnover with Travis Benjamin. Okay, you know, what about the fumbles that we did recover, that we had opportunities, because the game was over had they would have scored on that last drive. You know what I'm saying?
Could have been, because we could have went to 2 and win.
Blaming Jimmy G, you know, and the refs, we know the refs, you know, they got out for us. You know, that was holding.
Really especially in Seattle.
And then Thomason didn't even put his hands outside the man's jersey, and they still call holding on us on that run.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So they got it out for us. That's how it is. But at the end of the day, Ronbo, I'm just say this, and I'm gonna go. If you can't, I cannot take no team serious if you can't beat your rival. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? The same thing last night with Georgia. I can't take Georgia serious because you can't beat Alabama. You can beat everybody, but you can't beat Alabama.
That was
How can I take you
strange
serious?
too. Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? But you the number
Georgia
one
was
team
just-
you the number one team in the country.
Wow.
Huh? Go ahead.
Georgia was tough going into that game. I don't even watch college football that much, but I know about Georgia, and I knew Alabama had slid down a notch this year, and they beat
They slid
Georgia.
down a couple
when I
notches.
read it. Oh,
They still beat Georgia. But guess what? Georgia haven't played nobody all season because the conference, the division that they played, ain't nobody there. So they play, you know, little Pop Warner teams, I should say. You know, it's not no heavy hitters on their side of the conference, what I'm saying. But when you play somebody big, you can't handle it. Same for us. We have the Rams, we have the Cardinals, and we are 1-4 in the division. How can I take you serious
you're right.
and going in postseason play? The only way you're gonna make it to the mountaintop, you gotta beat your rival. Look at Michigan; they beat their rival. You gotta beat your rival. You can't do that. I can't take you serious. Talk to you on Monday night.
All right, looking forward to it, fam. Good night, Marion.
Yep.
Oh, God. And let's try again with the Niners you love to hate.
Hey, Ronbo, what's up? What's hanging?
I just sitting here miserable because, I just don't understand. I had my hopes up so high. I ain't doing it no more, though.
You
I'm going to get my hopes up
more
and be
miserable
normal
than me.
every game but this. But next time we go to Seattle, I ain't going to say nothing, y'all, because you know what? I'm not going to get myself all ready to roll and get mad at the end of the game. I'm going to say at the end of the game, if we do what we do, yeah, you know what? I didn't even count this game. I was just hoping we didn't count in the stats, but standings. But go ahead, fam. I'm sorry.
Rombo, I'm in Seattle.
Oh, no.
I'm in Seattle. I didn't go to the
listen
game,
the crap.
but I see that the fans, all the Niner fans, took over the whole damn stadium. The stadium was red.
I saw that on the camera.
Now let's start with the refs. The refs were atrocious. They were fucking atrocious. Let's start with that. Now let's look ourselves in the mirror. Who is our special teams coach?
You know, I'm starting to worry about him. He'll come in and say the sweetest things after the press conference. I forgot his name, but we're having some problems.
I don't know who the hell he is. He needs to be fired. From the beginning of the game. I mean, that's not his fault that, you know, Cannon got hurt. But then it just snowballed from there with the fake punt and then the fumbles. Then even Brandon Aiyuk looked horrible returning punts, letting the ball go over his head. Don't know when to field it. Then
and when it hits
rotating.
the ground, he go try to field it. What if he would have dropped it as he's trying to pick it up off the ground? Brandon, just let it roll. Because you already messed up. Now you didn't catch it. Let it roll.
Oh man, he let too many roll, man. I don't know. He needs to be off of punt return. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the Deebo effect. I don't know if it's just it can't be that stadium, man. You can't keep blaming.
I want to believe that,
on
fam.
us playing in that stadium.
But why does this happen year after year? This isn't new. This has been going on for over 10 years, pal. Over 10 years.
Look at the calls. Look at the calls. I hate to bring it up, man, but it's the Colin fucking Kaepernick effect. I hate to bring it up, but man, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, Ronbo. The shirt field clearly is being held.
Had a bear hug on him.
It's terrible.
Oh,
it's crazy, Ronbo. It's crazy. Like I had a real gripe tonight, and you know who it was against.
Jimmy.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna
Jimmy
do
was
it.
a part of it. He takes some blame in this too. Ain't no doubt about it. But
those interceptions are inexcusable.
Yeah.
Like if you look at I was watching the game today. I think it was it Washington? No. Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The receivers and tight ends were catching the ball and handing the ball straight to Arizona's defenders. Like, this is crazy. Like, it really wasn't Andy Dalton's fault, even though he sucks. It wasn't. Those interceptions were not his fault.
No.
He did throw a pick that was.
Mm.
But these Jimmy Garoppolo picks, just blatantly
throwing it right to the
defender.
The Seahawks, I don't care how.
I'm just going to leave it.
You know what? The Seahawks, no matter what kind of shape they're in, they'll always be able to play Jimmy. And also, give Kyle some credit in that, too. Kyle, damn it, would you stop running that play down the middle? You see what Bobby Wagner did? Bobby was charging. And then he said, he go pass. I know right where he's going. Yeah. He backs up and he makes a play. And and the receiver's right behind Bobby. So Bobby was smart. If he keeps charging, the ball goes over his head. No, Bobby knows. He backs up, he makes it. I said, you know what, Kyle? You know what? That's Jimmy. But Kyle, damn it, Kyle, call us another play. You call the same plays in sequence every time. The Hawks know what you're going to call next. Everybody knows you're going to do that. Why did you do it? Have him throw to the side. Hash anywhere but there. Okay. It's too late.
Yeah,
Fam, let me see you tomorrow. All right?
All right, I'll come back on, man. And I'm still upset about this game. But we need to find out who the damn special teams coordinator is. He needs to get the hell out of here.
And I want to know
special teams and it's just not. It wasn't just this game. It's like almost every game.
Yeah, we do get
even last week. We had a kick return, a kick return go
coast to coast,
damn near 100 yards against us. Yeah.
We gonna go, fam.
All right, love you, Ronbo.
I love you back, fam. I'll look for you tomorrow. All right. Good night.
All
right. Yo, Damon.
What's up, Ronbo?
Terrible things, Damon. We can't get this monkey off the back. You know that when Chris is that Chris Rock? You know Chris Rock does that no, that's what's that comedian's name? Anyway, looking like a drug fiend, that one thing he does during his act, that's us. We can't get this monkey off the back, man. I'm having chills. I'm running up and down the street asking people, can you loan me $1? I'm hungry. I ain't eaten 2 or 3 days. I just need $1 would be fine. Why are you scratching, man?
Hey, Ronbo,
I ain't giving you nothing.
You know what? You know what, Ronbo? I think I'm gonna take a different turn than everybody else that called. You know, we agree with them. We know what it is. The referee's been jacking us a long time, and I've been screaming it since Hallball, man, and nobody didn't hear me. And I just sound like I was the crybaby. I'm like,
well, I was right next to you, so I guess it must have been one too.
Yeah, man, I've been crying about it. Yeah, look what they did to Bowman. You remember that play with in the championship game?
And
Come on, man.
They didn't let him have the fumble. Fam, they tore his leg apart. The fumble recovery, no. Oh,
throw it up. I didn't forget that. Vernon Davis, same thing. Tore his leg up. And they've been doing it and getting away with it. Richard Sherman always laughed about it. Hey, we can hold them. They're not going to call it. Sorry, Crabtree. Remember that? It didn't matter. It didn't matter. So I was ahead of you on this one. 4 weeks ago when everybody was chalking up a win against Seattle, I said,
you knew
that one we're losing. I'm sorry. I said, I walked down this road too many times.
I say, that one, we're going to take an L. And it's going to be frustrating, like someone's holding your head underwater, but you know what's coming. You're going to get injuries. And I've seen Canning go down. And I've seen Mosley go down. And I say, oh, my God, can I be wrong once? Can I
already
be
had
wrong
too many people
once?
out anyway. And then you get 2 more.
And well, see, that's the thing. And I'm going to be honest. I kind of feel, I mean, we feel like crap because it's Seattle. But I do feel not that bad, Ronbo. With everything that happened, with all the injuries we got, we still going to be all right. And with that loss, we was against the world today, man. And Jimmy, you know, I'm the biggest critic in the world of Jimmy, but damn, man, Jimmy keeps stuffing it down my throat. That was a 90-something yard drive, you know, clutch. And they took away from him. They took glory away from him because that was holding in the end zone. After all that, Jimmy got up and fought. That's all we need from him. And he's showing us that. And I've been his biggest, hey, bitch, Jimmy, bitch, Kim. That's me. But I backed off of him and say, hey, man, I think they can do it. Because you're missing your whole D. Listen, you're missing all your linebackers. Share out there by himself.
Yeah, actually, huh?
You lost 2 corners, and Tark went down. We forget Tark went down today,
He
right?
was stretched out there for a minute, wasn't he? He didn't look the same after that either.
Yes. And you know, the brother that called you earlier, he wasn't exactly talking about the roughing the passing call on Key. It was the next one, because there was another one. They happened so close together, we forgot we got hit with that thing twice.
See, that's
and
they did that on
second one
purpose,
was
fam.
questionable.
They do that on purpose. He's having a little
Really?
trouble. Let me see, but like, I mean, I'll call, hey, calling any and everything and made things up.
Yes.
We got to go, fam.
Yes.
Let me look forward to seeing you tomorrow and Monday Night Raw. I guess we're gonna be shouting crazy tomorrow. All right, fam. Appreciate you.
Great talking to you, brother.
Yeah, always a pleasure. All right.
All right.
And there he is. Trez, come on in, man. I can't sprinkle no red gold in it. I'm just so upset.
Hold on, wait a minute, Ronbo. Go to put some red gold up there.
I'll put a little bit in there, okay. All right, sprinkle. Oh, man. Oh, if we don't ever play Seattle again, I'd be fine. And if anybody asks, why don't we play Seattle? I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm scared, all right? Because no matter what happens, when we play that team, they're going to beat our ass. Why? Not because they're a better team, but that's just the way it goes.
Well, Ronbo, I'm going to say this right here. I'm going to go with the positives, okay? First, let's give a shout-out to George Kittle. George Kittle played his ass off.
Didn't he? He came to deliver. Yes, he did.
He got that dog in. That's a dog out there. Let's give it up. Let's give it up one more time.
I tell you, man, I love that dude, man. I ain't lying.
Our linebacker, Aziz Ashur, hey,
oh,
when you
hell
need him to
yeah.
step up and make a big play, he is there. This man forcing fumbles out there, coming in, man, showing, his worth to his team. He's another dog in the making, Ronbo.
Undrafted free agent. Hey, somebody made a mistake.
Undrafted. So we looking at it like this, man. We got good depth pieces right now with him, Greenlaw. Everybody talking about trade Greenlaw. Hell no, you keep what you got. We
good players don't go.
Anyway. So yeah, no. So even though some folks just can't stay on the field, Tark, Mosley. But they are players. But I just want folks to stay on the field, man. Good Lord. I mean, so those are the positives. I'm going to say this, Ronbo, and this is funny. I had to tune in over there on Real Hawk Talk to see what they take on the game was. Them motherfuckers over there admitting that it was a pass interference on their talk show. They said, quote unquote, that dude all but look on Real Hawk Talk, they said, quote unquote, the dude did everything but molest the 49ers wide receiver, but who gives a shit? We won the game.
So they even know it was a pass interference, Ronbo. They know it was at the least holding on the defense in the end zone, Ronbo.
Emilio said the same thing.
Okay.
I believe he had Raider fans sitting up in his house. Y'all got jobbed on that. I said, see, this is what I'm talking about. It ain't the 49ers fans we seeing things. That is exactly what took place.
Yeah.
Wasn't no imagination involved in that. That man was holding him. He was wrestling with.
Seattle folks even know it. They over there, they celebrate. They say shit. They don't give a shit just as long as they won the game. So, look, Ronbo, as they say, and I saw it coming a long time ago, one thing we got to stop doing, all that same old sorry-ass Rams, well, guess what? That's what the Seahawks saying about it. Same old sorry-ass Niners. That's what they saying about us, Ronbo.
And they got every right to say it.
We gotta right. They do. We gotta stop saying it about other teams because we ain't no better when it comes to this division. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we own the Rams, but guess what? Seattle own our ass. You see what I'm saying?
And the Rams own Seattle.
And we can't get the money off of it. And the Rams own Seattle. Right. So
I'm with you, Trez. I'll never say it again. I'll never say nothing about the Rams again. Yeah. That's it. Because we ain't got no room to talk.
So I'm not going to – I'll say – my rest for Monday Night Raw, because I ain't going to get into it, with all this, All I can just say is this, things occurred in the game that switched the momentum. You know what I'm saying?
Several times.
And that's just the way it is. That's the way it is. But, Ronbo, one thing we got to learn, though, and this is the truth. People are talking about the special team coach, but that does fall on Kyle Shanahan. You got to have your team prepared for a team that's dead. A team that's dead is going to pull out all the stops. I know this. You know this. Everybody know this. When a team season is over, they're gonna come out. They're gonna go for it on fourth down. They're gonna fake punch you. They're gonna fake field goal kick you. Mm-hmm. They're gonna do all that type of stuff. Right. Their season is over, and the worst thing they want to do is ruin yours when you're trying to make a run to a playoff spot.
Make them feel real good.
I'm gonna leave it for Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna keep it short, but TNT in the field. Shout out to everybody, man. Look, like dude said, man, 24 hours chew it. It's bitter right now. After a while, the taste go away. You spit it out, and we get ready for next Sunday. All right.
Damn right. Trez, fam, appreciate you so much. My dude, Trez, love this dude. Trez, I'm going to see you tomorrow then.
All right, Ronbo. Shout out to you. Shout out to TNT family, man. Production to everybody, man. Y'all hit that like for Ronbo, man. Let's go.
Thanks, fam. God. And we got something up here. Banab. I always wonder if I'm pronouncing that right because it's such a hilarious name, Banab. Whether it's the Bleep Hawks or the Seahawks or New Inno, those unnecessary roughness calls have to be evaluated, right? The NFLPA needs to change a few rules. The refs are who we thought they are. Play mistake-free football. And that's so true. If I'm this close to a guy and he throws the ball away just at the last second, I do not need to get called for roughing. Santana.
Oh shit! What's up, Ronbo?
Santana, the same. I mean the continued ownership of the Seahawks over the 49ers. I believe they got a 15-year lease. You know what I'm saying? So Russell Wilson's got about 4 more years. They started beating our ass in 2012. We're coming up on 2022. Russ says he's going to play until he's 40. Yeah, we got about 4 more years. Yeah. Anyway,
Russell.
What's on your mind? Go ahead.
Hey man, I went to the Vikings game on last weekend, and let me tell you that team looked electrifying. But today was just the total opposite of what I saw in person, you know. And I don't know what the heck happened there, man. Those turnovers, those fumbles. Like it looked like they couldn't get a grip down, you know. They couldn't find a rhythm, and it was like that for both teams, just not the Niners. But it looks like the Seattle kind of did settle down, while the Niners were still trying to figure out what the heck was going on.
Even when they did, the refs made sure. Okay, you guys, third down. No, don't worry about it. We're going to call this roughing the passer. Holding Niners, unnecessary roughness. Everything you could call. when it looked like they were about to fall down and we would get things back under control, they got a nice, convenient call made. Just about every time.
I mean, I hate to blame stuff on referees.
I do too. I really do.
It's just undeniable, man. This is just so out there. You know what I'm saying? That
and so many.
That
usually
hold
one or
at the end of
two
the game
you can get
between
over
Sherfield.
it. So many.
Yeah, that hold against Trent Sherfield, man, that was so obvious. Like, come on, that was the same exact. That was almost the same exact play, but I remember on the Metcalf touchdown when Diamondor Lenore got called on. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was exactly the same thing, holding that looking, and they called it on Metcalf, but they didn't call it on Trent Sherfield. It's just ridiculous, but I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we did have a chance to win the game, but they, whatever, man. It is, like I said, it is what it is. It sucked. I think
but Santana, the point is, like you're saying, when the game was almost lost for the Hawks, or at least we could have went into overtime, the refs made sure, okay, we got a chance. We can make this in right here. Okay, that's it. 4th down. Nothing. You got nothing to say, ref. You saw what happened just here, right? And you ain't got nothing to say? The ball's supposed to be on the 1 yard line. You and me both know it, right? And he ain't going to do it. He ain't going to do it.
That's it. My thing is where's Kyle Shanahan in that, bro? Like, where is he, man? If it would have been Pete Carroll would have been all over that referee, dude.
I know, right?
If that was the case. Where's Kyle Shanahan? Just little things like that bother me about Kyle Shanahan, but, it is, and
he didn't work the
hopefully,
officials all game
going
long, actually. And he used to. He didn't say nothing to the officials all game. One time I saw him trying to ask some question. Once. But otherwise, nothing to say.
Yeah. I think Ronbo, we definitely missed Deebo. I think if Deebo would have been in the game, I don't think it would have been this close. I think we would probably would have won by a touchdown, but I mean, not till next year. We get a chance at him next year, so we're moving on to the Bengals, and hopefully they don't something. Hopefully everything goes right for us, man. That's it. But it's gonna be tough because we're going out. Yeah, we're going out to the East, so
yeah. But we play our best football
what is
out
it?
there. So
is it Sunday night or Monday night? Is it a Sunday night game or Monday night?
It was an early game. They flexed it to. It was going to be a morning game. Now it's going to be up to 4:25 our time. No, East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be one. It's going to be an afternoon game. It was going to be a morning game. Now it's an afternoon game for us.
Yes, it's prime time, right, for us, right?
Yeah, we get prime time. Yeah. So. Yeah, it was early. It was going to be a morning shot, though, like usual when they go to the East, But this time, no.
And one thing, Ronbo, about Jimmy, man, I mean, I'm not mad at Jimmy. Jimmy is who Jimmy is. He has some good games. He has some bad games. Inconsistency, we know this. I mean, it is what it is, at
he
this
fell
point,
apart today. Well, he had some moments, but I mean, the INTs and those he's just got to figure that one out. That's just ridiculous. Don't do that every time.
Yeah.
Although
he made some nice throws, he made some really nice throws, and then he, made those mistakes, and it's just like I say, inconsistency.
Yeah.
All right, Ronbo, I'll let you go, man. Pick up.
All right, fam. I
was mad earlier, but now I'm better. Now
are you better? It helps to talk about it. Is what it is. I feel better.
Yeah.
I would have killed somebody 2 hours ago, but I'm okay now.
All
right, fam. Have a good night.
Good one, man.
All right, said to you too. And Ellis.
Ronbo.
Ellis, come on in, and everybody's testifying tonight. If we was in a courtroom, all them refs would be sent up doing hard time.
Yeah, man.
But since we ain't. Oh man.
Yeah, we keep leaving the damn referees in charge of these games far too often.
To begin with.
Every single time
they kill us.
And every single time it happens, we end up losing.
Mm-hmm.
We never put ourselves in a position to where even when the refs are cheating habitually and regularly throughout the game, we just keep shooting ourselves in the foot to add insult to injury, and then it's just a culmination of all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? And
Ellis, Ellis, one question
Yeah.
real quick.
Go ahead.
Do you remember the last time?
Richard Hightower is the special teams guy's name, too.
That's
I know
right,
you've
yeah.
been trying to figure out what the hell his name is.
But anyway, Ellis,
Go ahead.
when's the last time you remember referees giving us a bunch of breaks? I'm trying to. I thought about that. I think about this every time we get jobbed. When's the last time the refs turned the game in our favor? I don't remember any game like that. Any other fan will say, "Of course you
doesn't
don't,"
happen.
because you guys with your homer asses, you don't notice anything until it happens to you. See, but I still don't. And I've called it a couple of times in some games. I says, you know what? We got lucky on that call. I've said it during the game. That was not a good call. I've said it. So I'm trying to keep an eye on those things. But go ahead.
We get our let's say this. It's rarely that happens. It's very rare that we actually benefit from a non-call by a ref. But if you look at the difference between all of the penalties that were called against us today, how many penalties did the Seahawks even get today? Was it 2?
Maybe.
Did they get any?
I don't
Does
remember.
anybody know? We have like 7 to 10 or something penalties today. Did they only get like 1 or 2 or no penalties today? I wanted to try to get that statistic before I came in, but I didn't get a chance to look it up.
Don't remember.
If they didn't barely get, if they did, it was less than 3, and we had like 7 or more, and that was a major factor that played. And I'll say the 2 times where they hit Russell. Okay, you guys shouldn't have done that, and that we ended up not benefiting from that because of that. That was a bad move by our defensive lineman, by Arden Key, and then the other one was by Charles Omenehu. Yeah, those were 2 bad. Those were 2 bad moves by those guys. Everything
Did you think
else,
so? Because I thought it was already in flight. There was no way for him to pull up.
Well, that's the problem. It's like, what do you want him to do? Completely freeze his body and like you want him to shut down into like a corpse
or dive to the left or right?
Mid-air? You know what I mean? What the hell do you want to do?
You gotta get those guys hurt.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, Ronbo, it was just all bull. And Jimmy did throw 2 terrible and right into the other team. Picks or whatever. Yeah. But that's not the reason why we, solely lost. But the turnovers were costing you. Travis Benjamin and that special teams play. There was just a lot of things today. It's not on one person. This is a team loss. As much as, I would like to, get on, particular individuals and, the sting, this repeat stuff with Jimmy. The Seahawks are Jimmy's Achilles heel just like they are ours. They always got Jimmy's number every time we play him. And, Deebo not being there was a major factor. I'm thankful that we have Azeez Al-Shire, on our defense. I couldn't imagine not having him in the game today. If we were short him on defense today, they would have probably ran it up on us and probably beat us by 21 points or something. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed.
So
we got to go, fam.
It's depressing.
I'm going to see you tomorrow night. We can stretch out a little longer. But, yeah, it's another fun day in Seattle. Right,
and it's just it's unnerving because at the end of the day, this game is going to have us to where we got to be nail biting towards the end of the year instead of us being comfortable in that wild card position. Yeah. So that's just not a good combination. That was it. You know what I mean? But peace and love, brother Ronbo. Right. Hopefully we can try. We're going to be playing. We're going to be. Yeah, thank you, brother. We're going to be playing a better team next week. So if we're not playing better, we're going to get our asses whipped. So they better get it in gear, man. We're going to be playing a real team next week.
Agreed.
Anyway, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. Shout out to production. You know what I mean? It's still Niner for life, We got to fix this, man.
All right.
We don't got no choice.
We got to. All right, Ellis. Appreciate you, fam. See you tomorrow. See, the funny thing about it, though, Ellis says we're playing a real team. Actually, we played a better team last week. It's something about the Hawks in that place. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. David Alcatraz says we played terrible. We were outplayed and missed opportunities. So stop with all the excuses. David, if you don't mind seeing your receiver in the fourth quarter getting grabbed and held, and you have no problem with that, that's fine. But I still don't like that kind of reffing. Hey, AJ, but thanks, Dave, thanks for the contribution, though. Hey, AJ.
Yeah. What do you expect, Ronbo? You thought we was going to win that? Come on, man. Don't do that.
I don't know what I was thinking, man. I must have been high when I even started thinking that.
No, we did. I watched the Arizona game. That was a good game, actually. I liked the Arizona game against Chicago. They had opportunities to win that one. But back to the Niners, man, I'm going to keep it short. That the fact that we should have been able to take that W. But I mean, again, don't think for a second that the referees and the ownership. I mean, that's why they have referees, bro, to really decide the game. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why they really have them.
Hey, and in this case, in the fourth quarter,
we could have.
That is a decision maker.
I know, right?
You're looking at our receiver
And
standing there getting wrapped up. 30 minutes before the ball gets there, that's how you help a team win.
Yeah, in the red zone at that. So most players, if you play football before, you know how titsy and tit for tat you get with the hands and grabbing and stuff. So it's going to be automatically closer than what you need to do as far as touching. It was obvious. Everybody gets that. But it's also back to that Kaepernick dude. Them owners did not like that. I'm pretty sure. Plus, California's a liberal state. They was like, we hate that those San Francisco Niners. We're going to make sure they suffer for another penalization. They lost money because of that Kaepernick thing. So they want to get that money back. And Seahawks, that owner that they have out there, he balling. I forgot his name, Steve somebody or something. He balling. So he probably paid some extra dollars to make sure that his team beats the Niners no matter what. They don't have to go Super Bowl again.
The guy that just passed away.
What's his name? Yeah, man. But anyway, it's a wet noodle that we got going on out there.
No, I really do.
And they wasn't even.
Yeah, the owners. I remember when that year that Cap did that. Cap was the most hated man in the NFL, I knew that was perpetuated by the owners who made it clear by not letting Cap get back in the NFL. So there's some quarterbacks out there that were just awful. Were getting employed, but they skipped Cap. I said, you know what? I feel bad about Cap, but I didn't know the ramifications were to include us and everybody.
Definitely. Everybody felt that. And as far as the money game, they wanted their money back because, people started not wanting to go to the game. They probably lost a lot of revenue.
Money.
As far
they
as,
did. They don't want to see any more protests.
Commercials and all that stuff. Right. They used to commercials and all that stuff. And then they had to pay for all that, I don't know if it's BLM stuff. But anyway, that's another stuff. I'm just like, man, we got screwed because of that situation. Now we still penalized over how many years that he's been out the league? I mean, come on.
God, it's getting up there now. It's over 5 years.
It's bad, man. It's bad, bro. So I'm like, man, we gotta. If you ask me, we need to leave that division because they always hype up, NFC is the best division in the league. But then when we play and see the games, we get games like that we get hosed like over simple calls. Like even when Jim Harbaugh, we was getting hosed. They got videos out there on YouTube, bro.
That's what I was saying.
Getting hosed on top of hosed on top of hosed.
AJ, this is nothing new. That's what I'm saying. We're screaming about this game, but we've got years of this.
Yeah.
It never changes. The personnel changes, the 49er roster, but nothing else changes. If they come to Seattle, they're going to lose. That's all there is to it.
Yep. Even in San Francisco, we lost a few times. I mean, in the new stadium, but the old stadium.
At least we've won a couple of times, right? So I'm saying, at least we won a couple of times. So I say, okay, but Seattle, it is guaranteed. When you guys get to Seattle, you are going to lose. That's all there is to it. You can bring whomever you want. You can put Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers in disguise.
Yeah, you can put Pro Bowlers. Yeah, you can put Pro Bowlers. And if it's against us, it's a wrap.
You can put anybody down on that field you want to. If he's wearing a 49er uniform, he's going to get beat.
Yeah, you can have Eric, you can have Deion Sanders, Barry Sanders as running backs, and with all that good talent, they'll be like, he fumbled. He touched him too hard.
The Cowboys' best offensive line a few years ago. Have them up in front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
get the dream team out there. Doesn't matter.
I got a question before I get out of here, man. That little stupid play they got the first touchdown on. I was like, how we not prepared for anything shifty and stupid? I was like, man, that was just crazy. I was like, what? They scored on that? Nobody was able to. I was like, oh, man. I was like, come on, Niners. You can do better than that on being aware of putting your head on a swivel. And then that's bad coaching, man. He got a lot of problems.
73 yards. We ain't got nobody playing on the outside. And then he put somebody on the outside for the rest of the game in case they want to try it again. AJ, we gonna go.
Yeah, man.
Let me
All right,
stuff.
bro.
I'm gonna see you tomorrow, okay? Hopefully you got some time for us. All right, man.
All right, peace.
Man, I'm serious. I don't want to play there ever again. It means it sounds like a coward. I don't want it. If we never play in the clink again, I'd be fine. Forfeit the damn game. There's no point in playing it. Big boy Louis says, we beat the sorry-ass team. 9 out of 10 times. Today was that 10th time. Unfortunately, I just wish we could play them again and get. You know what? Wouldn't it be nice if we could get a 3-game series? But I want neutral refs. I don't want any of the refs that ordinarily. I want to be able. We can't handpick the refs, right? Because then they'll say we're getting refs biased in our. I want to know what it would be like to have refs that are unbiased, unpaid, that know how to, that don't need to wear glasses, that can actually see everything on the field. And if you're going to make calls, the reason why I know they see all those calls, you made those calls on the 49ers, but you refuse to make them against the Hawks. What are you doing? What is this? Are you doing it on purpose? Darius.
Ronbo. When I saw that first play, or not the first play, but the fake punt thing, typically if this is any other team, I'd be like, oh, what the, excuse my language, but like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
But I just sat there and I smiled. I was like, all right, here we go. Every single time you play the Seattle, especially in Seattle,
always in
our
Seattle.
special teams just falls to shit.
Ugh.
I mean, those just I think the past 4 times you played them, twice this year, twice last year, you've had a fumble on a kick return. It was Dante Pettis last year. It was Trenton Cannon earlier this year. I think. Well, who fumbled this today? I don't know.
Travis Benjamin.
Yeah. So we always fumble on special teams. We always allow a big play on special teams.
And we're never we're never far downfield either. We always got to get about 10 or 15 yards from the
it's
end
like
zone.
near the 20, near the 10. Yeah. Richard Hightower, I think that's his name, our special teams coordinator, has to do a better job. I mean, our special teams have been terrible. We scored 23 points in the first half, which is good. That was promising, but you can't 0 points. Are you 0? We had 43 yards of offense before our final drive.
I know, right?
That's terrible.
Nothing going on in the second half.
Every time you play Seattle, they break a streak. Because earlier this year, it was week 4. They hadn't scored in the third quarter at all at that point. They scored 14 points in the third quarter.
I remember that stat.
This week they averaged 24 minutes of possession. Today they had 35 or something like that. It's always something. It's always something.
They got well. They were sick and they got well. As soon as we got to town, they got well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The play calling in the second half was terrible too. You just run a draw every single play, and then on third down you just throw short and hope something would happen. That's not
That's
good.
the problem
All
right
Bobby
there.
Wagner had to do was just stand there and watch Elijah Mitchell just run into his lap. It was just terrible.
And fam, we had success. Jimmy drops a shot down the field for George Kittle in the end zone. Kyle, the myth that Jimmy can't throw deep. Do you believe it too, Kyle? Throw the damn ball.
Yeah.
They can't keep up with him.
Yeah.
So that worked. Immediate touchdown.
Yeah.
Right? And then now with the little nickel and dime stuff, throw it in the middle of the field. Don't throw it inside.
Yeah.
That's too much trouble. Throw it in the middle of the field where everybody can see it. Okay. Okay. He threw one down to Brandon Aiyuk down the field, and Brandon Aiyuk stepped out of bounds. Kyle, you had that play probably all day, and you should alternate that play every now and then with something else. That would work.
Yeah.
No. Keep getting timing routes. God, Jesus Christ, you lost the game.
Obviously, officiating was terrible. I'm not going to complain about the roughing the passers because they were roughing the passer. Obviously, that was the one. I think it was Arden Key where he's or a Menu, who I don't know which one, but he was in the air before Russell Wilson threw the ball. Nothing he could do.
And Wilson threw it the last second,
it's
right?
Whatever.
Split second.
Luckily, there was that one. It was on the Seahawks final drive where it was third and down. They threw it to Gerald Everett, and they called Dante Johnson for unnecessary rough or helmet to helmet or something. That was a terrible call. Luckily, we got a fumble off that drive, but our red zone defense was good today. 2 turnovers there, big time turnovers. Because if it weren't for that, this game would be 20. We'd be down 21 points.
Yep.
Luckily, Gerald Everett was playing for us today, so that helped us. That put us in the game. But
did you see
that final?
You remember that elbow drive to as Mitchell's going down? Guy comes by, wham! I said, look at that. Ref, you didn't see that, huh? That's not unsportsmanlike. Is that sportsmanlike? Fam, we got to go, though. We're going to run out of time. We already ran out, actually. We'll be back tomorrow, there. It's Monday night, and we'll do this probably some more. Jesus. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, fam. Appreciate you. All right, look. And Sarah's 11. I'm still pissed. It's going to be that way because, this is just a bad tasting in your mouth. This is just ridiculous. Norm, what time is it other than somebody needs an ass whooping?
I think it's time that somebody say, it's Niners all day, man. Come on, where are y'all at? Even on days like this. Even on days like this. Where is it? True. Where is that energy we've had for the last 3 weeks?
4.
Where is it? Has it been sapped out? First of all, I just want to say big prayers up to Trenton Cannon.
Yeah, I hope he's going to be okay. Look, maybe it's just a serious concussion, but they had his neck all braced up. That looks serious.
And that's what I seen when I first got out from my work break. And then I seen that that's not even the first thing I want to talk about. But that is the first thing I want to talk about. It's like I had to send my prayers to that. But the worst bad thing that I seen was that fake ass punt. I'm texting, I was like 3 and out. Yeah, and I was getting ready to text somebody, and I couldn't even finish the text, and I seen Travis Homer. Is that the longest run he's ever had in his life?
Yep. Hey, Norm. Norm, it gets better than that. That's their longest run from scrimmage all year long. Had to be us to help that out.
It had to be us. Okay, so
who else?
Good that DJ Jones. Shout out to DJ Jones for getting that fumble and us getting right there, because I was just about right in the middle of my lunch. I was like, something, anything. Because I'm looking like the Denver Broncos fan on that superstition during that superstition era. You feel me? I was going to go in the basement and just sit there and like, okay, the Niners doing good every time I'm at work. So no, I go to work and then come back and the Niners got to go. That's what happened for the last 3 weeks. So I go back to my work break after George Kittle scored. Jimmy G threw the touchdown to George Kittle. I was like, I'm going to work. I'm going.
We look like we knew what we was doing, didn't we? Yeah.
I come back. Guess what what happened, y'all? What happened?
One miserable thing after another. Jimmy threw another pick, and the first one he survived, but they didn't do anything to us on that one. The second one, I'm trying to remember what happened on that, and I think they scored on that one. So but the 49ers, the clowning, and then the refs got involved. The refs made every call they could make to aid Russell Wilson. Things that didn't need to be. But when we did something, we got held. If you look at the game over, you'll see a man getting his clothes torn off him. Ref didn't notice that was holding.
Oh, man. Horrible stuff. And, Trent Sherfield got a hold, too. Yes. Somebody didn't pull him.
That was the most egregious of them all. And that was the most important one as well. Norm? So that connection we lost Norm.
Oh yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
I just had to order a venti medicine ball because we got a sick Niners fan, and that was just sick from that call. And that was one of the things I was from last week. And when we make better plays, we don't put ourselves in positions to where the referees
done by the refs. Exactly. I agree.
These are things we need to learn from, and Jimmy G that was a 97-yard drive. Did we start at the 3-yard line or something?
Yeah.
Start a hell of that. And then I was like, oh, they pushing. And I just got off work and they was pushing. I was like, oh, they pushing. And man, it was just, if only those miscues and those missed opportunities didn't happen, because it's like, all I'm saying with Deebo out and Fred out, I'm thinking that like, man, we couldn't get to that 32 points offensively that we scored on average versus that 15.3 points that we give away. And it was just difficult for that thing to happen. That's what it takes.
The Seahawks, they scored 30 points on us, Norm.
Well, they weren't sorry today.
No, they was champions.
They won. They won their Super Bowl today. So we got to give it up. We got to give a round of applause, everybody. We got to give a round of applause to the chick because I could not go to Wingstop today. I could not go to Wingstop. I'm at Starbucks instead. Thank you. Starbucks is a Seattle-based company, so yeah.
There you go. Sam, we got to go. No, I hope we got some time for tomorrow because I'm going to need all the humor we can find because we need to laugh.
Oh, no, we got to get ready for these Bengals, man. We got to get ready for these Bengals, man. Hopefully this game from the chicken showed us a lot what we can do to move forward and go on with this because we're still in the playoff picture, fellas.
Actually, which is strange. Yeah.
All right, that's all I got to say.
All right.
And it's Niners all day, even today.
Night, fam.
Night, y'all. Shout out to the faithfuls.
Yo, Jay.
Ronbo.
Jay.
Unlimited, Ronbo. Unlimited.
Yeah. I'll tell you. All I know is the refs could really help us if they would just stay out of the way. Even if, you know what? Even if they make these calls, make them equal on the same team, I still think we would have won. But if you're going to be one-sided with that stuff, we got no chance, especially in a closely fought game. And every time we play the Hawks, it's always going to be close. This goes all the way back to 2013. It's always going to be close.
Yeah. We always lose because of Russell Wilson because, I feel like without him, their team wouldn't be good, So, yeah.
But
And
you know what? And the funny thing about it, he wasn't all that sharp today, but he got all the breaks. When you keep getting your third down, and like somebody else, you notice whenever Russell Wilson gets that call on us, roughing the pass or whatever, it's third and extremely long. Yep.
Yeah.
I
hopefully he's not here next year, because I'm sure he still wants to leave. Probably. Hopefully. I don't know, but
they'll talk him into
How old is Pete Carroll? He's 70 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he wants to quit. Probably. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be a coach at 70. I would rather live out my life and
You know what Russell Wilson's going to do though. They're probably going to give the keys to Russ. If Pete Carroll leaves, like you thinking, then wait a minute. They're going to let Russ pick his coach, right?
You think
he'll stay? Because I think Russ wants to stay in Seattle. I really do. And so he's going to pick his own, because they're going to get like some changes in there, but it's not going to be Russ leaving. I don't see that.
Yeah. What's it called? What's it called? When that when we what's it called? Wait. 3 and out them that fake punt. You know that one?
Everybody knows that one. Who's going to forget it?
Yeah, look. I like the first time I seen it, right? No, like I was watching the game, right? And I was like, this doesn't look right. I was like, I felt like it was gonna be faked. I swear to God, I thought I thought they were gonna fake a punt or something like that.
I always think that though. No matter who we're playing, the team's gonna get ready. And it's early in the game. You may as well try something. There's no score right now, and they did, and it worked like a charm. They must have practiced that all week.
Yeah. I felt like our defense actually played pretty well because, our offense was, getting 3 and out. I think a lot in the second half, right? I'm pretty sure.
Well,
or what?
Actually, in the second half, you're right. But the fact is, they got their first down. It took a long time for them to convert a first down. So we were doing a good job on them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to go look at that game again as much as it pains me. I got to know what happened.
Oh, yeah. And that Jimmy interception, the one to the double coverage, I think he was throwing to George Kittle, right? Pretty sure, right? I think there was like a player by himself in the bottom right, I'm pretty sure. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but.
Because they run that play too much. And the Hawks already know it. George is supposed I forget who that was. Somebody was making their move. They were running a route right behind the defender. And the ball came up short. And I said, why would you run that? And the one to
And our
Bobby
special,
also, same stupid play. He was charging, and he realized, whoa, I know what they're going to do now. Of course he knows what they're going to do now. He backs up, he makes the play. I said, damn it, Kyle. You know you need to confuse them every now and then. Stop running that play.
yeah.
Jimmy's such an idiot. He's going to run your play because you told him to. Then let it give him some more options. And then people start saying, well, this guy was open, this guy was open. Well, you know what? That's pretty hard to imagine. Because if they were open, it probably wasn't expecting the ball. They knew where they were going. Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and the special teams did pretty bad this game too, because last game didn't the Vikings have like a rushing touchdown for like what 70 yards I think
90.
What was
Yeah, that was a coast to coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 2 weeks in a row we got a job done on us.
Yeah, it sucks so much. And Jimmy, honestly, like I don't know if he could throw deep. What was that touchdown pass to George Kittle? Wasn't that like 30 yards or something?
I've been trying to tell people we don't run that pattern. We don't run that play. Kyle could do that more often, but I don't know why he won't. I told him, guys, I seen Jimmy in college. He could throw the ball complete distance to field. There's nothing wrong with his arm, but we don't do it for reasons unknown. You know what? It's somebody should ask Kyle about that in the press conference, but I don't think they will. Anyway,
yeah.
I tell you what, we'll see you tomorrow on Raw.
Yeah. You have a good day, Ronbo.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Hope it is. Bye, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
808. $8.08. Hello. 808. I think he's not there. Okay, because I got it. Okay, Tony, hold on a second. I did like a gallon. I don't know why. I thought I was dehydrated before we started. Hold on. Tony. Oh, misery loves company. Tony went through pain today, too. Tony, come on in, man. Tony? Tony. Falcon. I should change your name Falcon Tony. Where have I heard that name? Tony! Can you hear me? Tony? Tony, I hear you coming trying to get in, though. Are you pressing the wrong button? Tony's trying to make a connection. All right. Let me... Tony, you got to make it in here, Tony. I know you can do it. Come on, T. Tony, I hear something. I think you... Tony? Some kind of connection problem. Tony, I hear something going on though, but I don't hear you. Tony, we might have to wait till tomorrow night. All right, because I'm getting ready to go and find my heavy bag so I can just kick and punch the hell out of it. All right, Tony, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'll be looking for you. All right. Yeah, we couldn't get you. Okay. Anyway, what are you going to do? As bad as we're playing in certain times, we had to kick, scratch, and claw our way back into this thing, only to lose, of course, playing in Seattle. You know what I'm glad of? At least this game didn't hinge on if you play Seattle the last game of the season, and it's going to determine whether you're in the playoffs or not, boy, I'm glad it ain't. Boy, it's usually Seattle or L.A. every year at the end of the year. I'm glad it wasn't Seattle because they would have found a way to self-destruct. And if they didn't self-destruct, the refs would have made sure that they did. And I know, you know what? I don't want to complain about the refs. But you know what? This was just blatant. That's why I'm so mad. And it wasn't just one call. It was about 4 or 5, which I'll never understand. They really can't see anything out there. I don't mind if you're not going to make the call, ref. But damn it, don't call any on the 49ers either then. Oh, man. Anyway, I'll be back tonight on Monday Night Raw, and we can continue to holler and scream. Anyway, I'm done. We're still going to be 6-6, though. But it'll feel better to get it off. That. Try to enjoy the rest of your evening, fam. This is my problem now. That's why I've been running back and forth. I'm done. I'm toast. Fam, I'll see you tomorrow.